若い世代もすごいやっぱすごいねエボ優勝して頑張ってるし、その下の世代もまた強い人もどんどん出てきてて、物語の長さとかもやっぱすごい要因としてあるのかなと思う。
確かに
こうやって注目される前まで結構長い間、まあお金にもならなかったけど、まあ好きでプレイしてたから、それは長かったけど、今こうして大きくなってすごい良かったなと。
目的が変わってますよね。昔の世代だったらやっぱりゲームセンターで勝ちたいから頑張りたいっていう考え方があって、昔は全然違って、今は EWC を優勝したいからと、ね、でかい大会、出番があって、梅原さん見てからやっぱりプロになりたいっていう話は昔言ってたんですよ。家にいて、例えばまあ想像だけの話だったんですけど、時戸さんが奥さんもいて、普通に社会人として暮らしていて、テレビ見てて、
そうよく覚えてる。
梅原選手がテレビに出てて、それやりたいって思って。
本当だから梅原と、孫っていうプレイヤーがいて、梅原と孫がテレビでもし試合をしてんのを見たら、うわ、俺なんでここに、時に、その選択を取らなかったんだっていう後悔すると思っちゃったから、じゃあ、まあ、それこそリスク結構あると思うんだけど、絶対やるべきなんだなと思って、できて、まあ今、その選択は僕はやってよかったなと、本当に心から思ってます。
すごいリスク高かったんでしょうか？昔、今、リジェクトみたいなチームはなかったし。
ないよ。だって俺自分で T シャツに売って発送までしてたんだよ。送ったりしてたんだよ。
確かに2011年に、フードがアメリカ行って、かっこいいフェイローンでエボを優勝して、日本に戻ってから何が変わったんですか？
やっぱりあの時ってプロの門がちょっと開いた瞬間だったんだよね、少なかったんだけど、本当にエボとかでかいの優勝すればスポンサーが来るかもっていうタイミングで、一応そういうのも意識しながらエボに参加したんですよね、でまあ優勝できて、そしたらレーザーさんから、マッドキャッツ実は2本来てたの。
これ初情報じゃないですか。
嘘？けどオープンであんま言ってないかもな。
マッドキャッツもそうだったんだ。
でも2011年って確か
3人もいて、でなんかここに入ると色に染められちゃうから、で俺はそれでだったらなんかまあだからそうじゃないところに行った方が俺は楽だから。
なるほどね。
だからレーザー、まあ名前もねすごいやっぱレーザーさん有名だし。
その時にもそうやっても考えてたんだ。い
や俺なんかこうなんだろうな、社会性が低いっていうか、こうルールにやるの結構嫌で、多分マッドキャッツに入ったら多分プロゲーマーはこうやってしないといけないみたいなのが当時もっと厳しかったんですよ。筋トレしてるとかですよ。ジム行ってプロゲーマーは見た目良くしないといけないんだと。
俺なんか今でもそうですけどね。
それは終わったみたいな。本当になんかプロゲーマーがゲーマーのもっと意識向上をすごい頑張ってるから、俺そういうの嫌な。ゲームはもっとなんかもう怠惰っていうか、もうなんかちょっとね。
まあだから僕は楽させる。
そう
自由に動ける。
自由にみたいな。
いろんな人がいてね。
そう。いろんな人がいるっていうのはすごい大切なことだと。
そういう枠で、今もそういう活動してるんですけども、選びましたね。
で、川野選手、どうやって一番初めて大会優勝した後に何か変わったことでもありましたか？
一番初めて優勝ってどこら辺だろうな。
確かに。
どこら辺ですよね。
エボも優勝してるし。
エボも優勝してるし。
でもその前から。
トパちゃんも優勝してるし。
僕でも優勝してなんか変わるっていうのは正直あんまなかった。
強かった
し。結構そういう時代じゃなかったんだね。
そうですね。あとやっぱ僕が結構コロナの時期とか重なってて、そういう意味ではあんまり恩恵受けてない側ではありますね。まあだからエボ優勝。
そっか。じゃあ続いて、その高レベルで活躍してる地域といったらやっぱり日本すごい大活躍してて、他の地域と比べたら日本はどう違うの？その訓練の仕方とか何が違うんですか？
訓練の仕方、まず大前提として、ストリートファイター6は人口が違いますよね。
それそうですね。
大前提としてそこの競技人口がものすごく日本は多くて、密度が高いので、一緒に集まって練習したりとかっていうのは物理的にそういう制約が少ないのかなと思いますね。あとやり方についてはもう彼が
そうっすね。でもなんかやっぱ日本ってゲームセンターが流行ってたから
流行ってたね。
ゲームセンター文化が残ってるのがでかいのかなと思いますね。やっぱり例えばグッパチで敵じゃないですか。
そう
だから他のところってやっぱ敵だと思ってたりするのかなと俺思うんですけど、日本はけどやっぱ一緒にやった方がいいよね。そっちの方がなんだろうな。その相対的に勝つより絶対的に自分が上手くなる選択肢を取ってる人が多いと思うんですよね。だから情報共有して川野に対する勝率は下がるかもしれないんだけど、絶対自分はそれをやった方が強くなると思ってる人が多いと思うんで、
いや確かに、
やってんのかなって。
この働きってやっぱすごいありがたくて素晴らしいことで、これがあるからこそ下の世代って今やっぱすごい育ってきてると思うので、
それは面白い。
感謝ですよね。
それではカラマノが引き継いで今これからやってくれるっていう
これからね
引き継いでほしいわ。
いやいやそう頑張ります頑張ります。
で最後なんですけど EWC その日本人の家計コミュニティにとって一体どういう意味を持ちますか？
どうだろう。まあ個人的にまず僕らこれで暮らしてる身なので、EWC の例えば賞金額がすごい大きいですとか、あとはね一つ大きいのがクラブチャンピオンシップっていう仕組みがすごい面白くて、チームで順位を高くすると、たくさん賞金ももらえますっていうのが個人スポンサーをもらえるチャンスが結構増えてるっていうのは、プロ目線で言うとすごいありがたいかなと思いますよね。
俺はやっぱすごい夢があるなと思ったのが、お金じゃなくて例えばロールが好きだったら T1 が好きだったりとかあるじゃないですか。でもし EWC に出れたらそういう自分が好きな違うゲームの好きなチームからスポンサーが来る可能性があって、フェイカーと同じチームになれるとか、そういうのってすごい夢があるなって。あと、そのマジック・ザ・ギャザリングの人と一緒にゲームやったりするんですけど、そういう人も来年選ばれないかなみたいな、今選ばれてるタイトル以外のゲーマーもめっちゃドキドキしてるんですよね。なんかそういうのもすごい夢があっていいなと思いますね。
他の人が
僕はやっぱちょっといやらしい話に聞こえちゃうかもしれないですけど、やっぱ賞金額がこんだけ高くって、でしかもラストチャンスクオリファイ LC 級でもう10人ぐらい枠取れるっていうのはやっぱすごい今このゲーム真剣にやってる人たち、これから頑張ろうとしてる人たちにとってすごい目標となることだと思ってて、やっぱそれが結局日本の人口増加とか競技の盛り上がりにもつながると思いますし、正直やっぱその賞金額高いっていうのがちょっといやらしく聞こえるかもしれないですけどとてもいいことだなって思いますね。
全部含めて唯一の大会ですよね。
そうだからやっぱり最近だとそのタイトルごとにとか、あとは枠を超えてエボでもやっぱり格闘ゲームっていう枠にとどまらざるを得ないけど、EWC はやっぱサウジは国を挙げてやってくれてるから、そのタイトルの枠を超えて全部一緒にできるっていうのはもう唯一無二、この規模でできる。
確かにそう。
それはねすごいことだと思いますわ。
皆様今日時間くれてありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。So that's going to be it for us here on the couch, man. You've heard their answers. EWC, a fantastic opportunity for everyone all around the world. Brings everyone together in unity and harmony. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you for the next one.
Continuing on with the mayhem here at the Esports World Cup, we got Street Fighter 6 yet again. Continuing on with our players starting originally from the 48, now taking out possibly 24.
That means 24 keys getting crushed, 24 dreams turning into nightmares, and we still got 12 players already in that final stage. But more importantly, we also might decide the whole EWC World Champion when it comes to the club who wins today. Be sure to be locked in and don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Esports World Cup Street Fighter 6. It's day 2. We have already seen 12 names book their places in the playoffs. Today, it will not only be hopes and dreams that are crushed, keys will be crushed, and players will be eliminated from the competition. And it may also be an exciting culmination in the club championships as we see players from Team Liquid and Team Falcons in action doing their part to claim their stake to the biggest prize in the world of esports. Welcome, hello, my name's Logan Sama. We are here in the studio for the pre-show, and I am honored to be joined by some of the greatest minds and biggest names, so big that I couldn't even get that sentence out, in the world of Street Fighter 6. The legend, the icon, that is Justin Wong. Hello, welcome to day 2. How you feeling?
Dude, man, day 2, it's exciting. I slept very good last night, so I'm ready to watch some matches. And I mean, yesterday we had so many amazing matches, so I'm sure we're going to talk about it, but really glad to be here for day 2.
Jammers, we are about to say goodbye to some players for the first time this Esports World Cup Street Fighter 6 tournament. You've been here, you've seen those keys crushed before. What's that experience like?
For some, it will be a new experience. For some people, it will just be the same stuff, but a different day. So it need to bring their A game because their back's against the wall now.
Kola, we saw 12 players book their places already in the playoffs on day 1, making it out in the upper bracket. Today, we will see the players in the lower bracket try and book their place in the next phase for the round robin part, where they will fight for those remaining places in the playoffs. Obviously, all of these players we're seeing today are coming off the back of a loss. How important is it for them to bounce back? And whilst Justin slept well last night, do you think these players were able to get some good rest, or would they have been up tossing and turning, thinking about what went wrong yesterday?
Oh, I'm sure they were, especially Punk and many others that just didn't get to close out the way they wanted to. But I think that's going to elicit people to play even harder and better. Depending on, you know, the weight that we have for the amount of money, the prestige that's on the line right now, I would expect them to have to play even harder. The ones like Hurricane, especially, the one I'm looking forward to seeing the most.
Well, as I said in the opening of the show, the club championships could come to an exciting conclusion today. Let's take a look at where those are at the moment, and you can see Team Falcons on top with 700 points separating them and Team Liquid. And whilst Team Falcons have 3 players active still in Street Fighter 6 and are still flying high in Counter-Strike, I believe Team Liquid are one man up, Nephew in the lower bracket, fighting as a lone soldier for Team Liquid here. And there you can see Falcons securing another championship, their second championship of the Esports World Cup, adding to their totals. A fantastic performance from them. And they are looking in pole position, but 3 players remain for them in the bracket, but they're all in the lower bracket, as we said, and you can see there on your screen which events, which games these teams still have representatives in. Virtus.pro, of course, with Psycho in Street Fighter 6 as well in the running, but they are far behind, chasing for a podium spot. Guys, the 3 eligible Falcons players, because of course Crimea has signed for Falcons, but it was after the deadline. The 3 Falcons players here, they're all in the lower bracket, but do you feel like they're still capable of placing highly and adding to those points totals? Let's talk about that first.
I think NL is the one that I want to look out for. I know he tweeted the other day that he's like, he played very bad against Itabashi, but it's a new day, and he really feels like he can do well for the team because they're so close in getting the club championship win, right? So I'm sure they want to do them proud, get them as much points as they can, and NL has been looking good. He won CEO, and it's one of those things where NL means never lose, man. I just really feel like he's that guy.
Jammers, obviously we saw the rest of the Falcons players. DCQ managing to scrape in as the last qualifier out of those 10 in the LCQ, but he's still in the running after a tough loss yesterday. Do you think he can turn things around?
I think he needs to have a deliberation or a shareholders meeting in his head, because he's got Bison and he's got JP, and in situations like this, I personally think you cannot half-ass JP. I think you should just go Bison the whole way. I know there's 1 or 2 matchups we might be able to take advantage of JP's personal strengths, but I think you might need to put him down, especially because it's crunch time now. It's deadline time, and because you're part of Falcons, they want to get the whole thing. You need to live up to the Falcons' name.
And of course, Kola, yesterday, Kusanagi was defeated soundly by Fudo. He finds himself in the losers bracket today against Rikichi. Do you think Kusanagi can turn things around?
I think he can if he can trust in his decisions. We were talking about this yesterday, me and Justin, about if he committed to catching him walking back. He did it a couple of times, so he didn't commit to it enough to make Fudo shaken. He has to be able to commit to his decisions and lock in and clock in. I think he can do that to get his win.
As you can see on your screen, a selection of highlights from yesterday's action. Big Bird ready to meme himself, but certainly there were some bigger viral moments yesterday. We will definitely get to. They definitely deserve their own time of focus. Justin, let's bring it back to the club championships, though. We spoke about Nephew and what a consistent, solid player he has been throughout the season for Team Liquid, but as a solo player on his own. Yesterday it didn't go well for him, did it? He wasn't seeing the return on his big bets.
Yeah, I think turn it around. I think the hardest part is that, like, he's fighting against Dalsum, right? And Dalsum is one of those characters where it's like a slow death, a lot of zoning, a lot of poking, and a lot of situations where Dalsum has to make the more of the hard read. And Nephew never had a chance to get started. He just kept guessing wrong. His approach wasn't the best, and he was taking a lot of risk to try to, like, kind of turn things in his favor, especially on his wake up. And we talk about it, me and you, Logan, like, if one bet doesn't work, he will double down with another big bet. And that's what caused him to go 0-3 and put him in a situation where Team Liquid's life is on the line for the club championships because he's fighting against Hikaru, and if he beats him, he has to fight against Tokido.
So that's like the worst case scenario.
Like, it's so
ever.
tough.
By the way, that's just the insane part about it. Like, if you want to give yourself a hard job, might as well DIY, you know?
Well, I think there's probably one player that we can think of that may have a tougher job today, and I guess we should talk about that. The world has probably seen now the moment from that Punk versus Zhao Hai match. Punk finds himself now in the lower bracket, first up against Tachikawa, but Kakeru, the reigning Capcom Cup champion, finds himself in the, the qualification match, the decider match, should Punk managed to win out over Tachikawa. What a difficult path that is, not only in terms of competitors, but psychologically to turn things around, Jammers.
Well, it's interesting because I remember Kakeru did an interview with the Reversal guys, shouts to yourself and Damascus, and he actually mentioned something very key. He said every event has their environments different, which environments produce different conditions. So what happened at EVO 2025 is not going to be the same thing that happens at EWC 2025. So he could capitulate or he couldn't. Like you said, it's a tall order for anyone, even if they are the champion or if they're not. They have to go through the same pathway to get to the prize.
Kola, obviously, Punk will want to come back and make a big statement. Tachikawa, he knew what he was in for when he got the draw, when he saw the draw. 3 of the favorites of the tournament all in that group with him. He's going to want to certainly shut him down and put an end to his redemption arc. But how difficult is it to face losers bracket Punk?
I mean, we've seen that historically. Punk gets powered up from being in the losers, whether it be like a small tournament, a big tournament. Doesn't matter what it is. I think it puts his mind to the grind a lot more. And someone like Punk, he understands that he's got to win. At this point, after what happened, you got to win, bro. You got to win the entire tournament, not just make top 8. But if I had to put my money on someone to do so, it would be Punk.
Absolutely capable. Now, there's a lot of viewers that are tuning in for the first time, from the spectacle of the Esports World Cup, discovering Street Fighter 6. They may have even seen that Punk viral clip from yesterday, and they might not know fully exactly the extent of the greatness of the play that has been displayed by Punk throughout his career, and of course on his journey to the Esports World Cup. Let's take a look at this short video package all about the man of the moment.
The perfect parry yet again, punished by Punk the God, letting the OD rip. This is going to be another round for Punk the God. Doesn't need to spend it. We're down to the final game, final round.
In terms of his play style and what he represents, I feel like he is at his highest level, and just the tenacity that he has in neutral, it's phenomenal. Like, you can always tell he's active. There's always something going on, and like he's always scheming to get the hit that he wants. And he's like very scary to the fact that if you whiff a button in front of this kid, it might be GG. So that's Punk the God, man. From just being a random scrub to being world class.
It's my arena!
where he started, like he was more like shy on the microphone. Now he's like super confident. So I would have to say his confidence is what really shines.
Playing against him is different than playing against just about any other person, and it's always felt that way. Like you just cannot do certain things, so it feels just so suffocating, and he's just kind of waiting for you to do it too. That's the worst part about it. So like when you lose, you feel really stupid.
And Punk, again, a lot of people have been saying, you know, look, all of us have said this. All of commentary said this, that Punk's worst enemy is always going to be himself.
That's a guy that just lives, eats, and breathes Street Fighter. Like, he's probably one of the most competitive people I've ever met in my life. He's definitely been one of the key factors in being the reason why I'm so competitive. So he's just a beast.
The way he plays, he just looks like he's always in such control, and like even when it's down to the wire, you kind of have that feeling like you know, he'll get it done somehow. I don't know how. He's at like a 70% health deficit, but somehow he'll do it, and normally he does. So
when you're the Evo champ, you've got a target on your back, and you know what the group stage was for quite some time.
I think the competition at Esports World Cup is very hard. It's very hard to qualify for this event, so it's only the best players in the world. Going into EWC, I'm very confident. Any tournament I go to, I'm very confident, or I just would not show up. So the fact that I'm here proves how confident I am.
He's not known as Punk the God for no reason, and I cannot wait to see him in action later today. Will the redemption arc start right here this afternoon in Riyadh at the Esports World Cup for Street Fighter 6 for Punk? We'll find out a little bit later on. As we look ahead now at today's action, guys, it's time for our doctor's notes. And of course, every time the doctor's notes, I want your hot takes. Justin, I'm going to start with you. Fresh out of the oven, scalding hot, just like they've been outside here in the Riyadh sun. Your hottest take for today.
My hottest take for today, I'm going to say, obviously we just saw the Punk thing, but I don't want to mention, I think Punk's going to go far, but that's not a hot take. That's more of like a realistic take. I'm going to go with Riddles eliminating Momochi today.
Damn. What? You got to qualify that, sir.
What's your reasoning?
My reasoning?
Bring the thesis,
Show me your
Justin.
working. Don't just give me your answers.
Okay.
And I can give you a marking for the working.
All right. You know, I just really feel good about Riddles, and I love his approach, because he doesn't come from a Street Fighter background, but he is hungry. The way he played the LCQ, eliminating so many different Japanese players in his path, and I feel like he understands kind of like what the Japanese player mindset, what they go for. A lot of like parries, a lot of also anti-air situation. But the thing is, when it comes to scenarios where Riddles can condition people with Terry, he's so good. Like, if I can see him condition Punk in the online weekly tournaments, I can see him condition Momochi as well. And it also feels like Momochi can get out. Like, he sometimes gets impatient from the match we saw earlier with Kawano and Momochi, right? And I think Riddles will put him in the same scenario with Terry, especially with OD Power Wave, dry rushing forward, make a guess. And also, I just really like Terry this season. This
kind of a little bit of kind of his own medicine,
yeah.
I guess, with the Mai. Similar kind of situation with the projectile and progressing behind it. Jammers, it's time for your doctor's notes. What's your hot take of the day?
Are you giving me permission to share my opinion live on camera? Is that
Absolutely. As long as it's not about dive kicks, you are free
sure?
to go.
All right, where's the camera? Look me deadpan in the eye. Fantastic. I think it's that one. Right. I love my European players. All the Europeans in the loser side or the lower bracket, I don't think any of them are making it out. That's my opinion.
Traitor.
Oh, that's a little bit of reverse psychology, by the way. I love them. I love you all. But for a lot of you, this is your first time here.
Not the slow zoom.
I want you to do well. But the way some of you guys have been playing, first day jitters, I get that. And listen, I'm a backup dancer. You guys are the main players. So I need you to bring your A game today. But if you don't, you heard it here first.
All right. Jammers decided that he doesn't want to go back to the UK after this event.
We'll take you in the US.
He's staying here. Or Cola's smuggling him home in his luggage.
Bro.
Cola, it's time for your doctor's notes. What's your hot take?
Bro, how do I follow that up? That's insane. My man went against his own country. But you know what?
10 toes down, Cola.
All right. People, time to turn your head and cough. I think that Mickey's going to get out of his group just fine. I think he's going to display the same sort of ignorance and impression on Wake Up, and people will still not be able to capture or defend or block. No offense to those that he played, but it's going to happen again. I'm sorry.
That's not a hot take.
Usually a player after getting hit.
That's not a hot take.
That's too safe.
He's favorited.
He's going to walk it out. Okay, fine. Okay, how about this?
That was lukewarm at best.
Ryukichi will get out of his group. He's going to defeat DQ if he stays with Ken. No Mai. The Mai not going to get it done. Go back to Ken. If you go back to Ken, you'll get the win, all right? That's a bar you can take, Ryukichi. No more Mai.
Can we rephrase the question? All right, let's be real here.
All right.
Do you think Jill Kevin is
out of his group?
Yeah.
Bro, he's beat mad Japanese players in the past. I think he can take down Shoot though.
I'm talking about today.
Big Bird?
You know,
oh yeah, he gonna beat Big Bird. I'm sorry, Big Bird, and that's the homie
or
too.
Hurricane Shine.
Hurricane Shine?
You like Hurricane, but Shine's, from the US of A. That's a tough one for you. I say that's the one that...
Hurricane!
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cammy, man. The way he plays
Fresh
that character.
out the oven. Scalding hot takes, the doctor's notes there. Let's take a look at our match of the day, and this one is very spicy when it comes to the club championship. There he is, Team Liquid's nephew, the lone representative. He is going up against the master of poison himself, though, Hikaru, who has looked so dangerous this year. Can nephew pull it out? That's our matchup of the day. Of course, all eyes will be on Punk, but realistically, they're looking at the decider match. But this one, opening matchup of the day. Justin,
I wish one of these players used characters that
obviously
I like
we picked it because Team Liquid needs this win from nephew to obviously go through the whole tournament and possibly win the event, to even try to overtake Team Falcons as if Team Falcons doesn't do well in the other games as well, right? So that's the most important part. But the thing is, that path is crazy. First, he has to fight Hikaru, then possibly he's going to fight against Tokido to try to get into the round robin. And the problem with this is that at big events, nephew doesn't really perform as well. I actually checked some of the online replays, and he won against Hikaru, and he also won against Tokido online. But that's when you're home, that's when you're at your hotel in a tournament setting like EWC. That's the tough part right
there. There's the extra condition, and it's a massive condition here. So if he's going to let that get the better of him, we'll actually see that in his gameplay, because I love the way nephew implements new tech and incorporates strategies. But like you said, when it comes down to gambling, he'll have to double down on something that's not exactly the way it should be working. But Hikaru's in a bit of a weird spot. He was super stressed out when he was trying to qualify. Because remember, he qualified at DreamHack Summer last year. That was easy. Now the way the qualification process worked this year, Logan,
none of those characters
vastly different.
use
So he could still be stressed from qualifying and playing those shaky matches,
It's going to be a very exciting one. Let's take a look at the players making their way into the arena, courtesy of Jamil Motorsports. And there you can see Noah there at the front. He, of course, is in the lower bracket as well. A whole host of players fighting for their survival today. Our first matchup of the day, however, is going to be Naruto
I don't like Akuma in
versus
this game.
Latif.
I don't think he's that good.
And there they are getting their keys.
Ass. I think Air
Some of those will not be intact.
I mean, he just got
after the first couple of matches are done, and I cannot wait for the key crushing. Personally, my favorite part of this event. Latif, he looks in a lot better spirits than he was when he just picked up that key. Seems to have cheered up in that 10-second period of walking from the key wall to getting backstage. And it's great to see him in good spirits as well. Latif versus Naruto, our first matchup of the day. Guys, how do we see this Group A unfolding?
I like that you mentioned that Latif is in better spirits today, because when you go down to the lower bracket after losing in the upper bracket, it's like kind of like a big burden just got off your shoulder.
Yeah, weight off your shoulder.
Like, if I don't like how the character
I think Latif
plays,
is going to come in here like, you know what, I have nothing to lose. I'm going to play my game because I trained for this. And we know Latif is godlike. So I want to see if Latif to perform really well. But how do you guys feel about Bison versus Kimberly, though?
I'm not a huge fan of it from what I've seen, but because Kimberly doesn't have a reversal just as much as Bison, and Bison's got the purple dynamite, it's like, okay, let's find out. Because here's the thing, Kimberly got one of the most round-defining changes with the extended time on the canisters before they actually explode. So actually, to be fair, now that I think about it, both characters can make each other
exactly.
Well, we saw Zhen switch to Bison after being, was it 2-0 down against Matsu? And it definitely made all the difference for him because Kimberly don't have a reversal either, and that's great time for Bison's pressure, right? So it'll be a very interesting matchup. That's going to be our first one. Of course, we have got the bilingual sensation that is Ryan Hart. Everyone's always surprised when they hear Ryan speaking perfect, fluent Japanese, but it is one of his great talents, alongside being in the Guinness World Records book for a multitude of achievements as a fighting game legend. But here he is interviewing, I believe, Narukun. So let's find out what Narukun has to say. All eyes are on him for our first matchup of the day.
Day 2 commences here on Street Fighter 6. Narukun, rough start for him yesterday. I wanted to talk to him a little bit about what his changes will look like for Day 2. 昨日、残念でしたが、期待してた結果、自分で出せなくて、今回、2日目は何を変えるんでしょうか？
そうですね。相手がそもそも違うんであれですけど、やっぱりよく対戦しているキャラのベガを使っているラティーフが初戦なので、いつも通りやれたらいいかなと思いますので、頑張ります。
いい目的ですね。So, today he's got a different opponent. He's going to be fighting Latif as the day begins, and obviously the opponent's different, and he's going to be trying to just play his A game, play consistently, throw out the person that he knows he is. That's what it is. The challenge of tournaments is being yourself on that big stage, and this is what his goal is today. See you guys later. We'll see you for the next interview. Bye-bye.
Latif and Narukun, our first match of the day in Group A. Of course, Noah the Prodigy awaits in the decider match. He soundly defeated Latif in their first meeting as a Twisted Minds inter-team clash. Are we going to see the run back? We'll find out a little bit later on. Group B coming up as well. And Justin, you already picked out Riddles and Momochi as an exciting match. I want to say something, though. For me, all eyes were on Group E as the group of death, but slyly, Group B is also one of the groups of death. Mena RD, the most informed player in the world. Momochi and Koano, both Evo champions, both legends in their own right. And I have to say, Koano, I don't think gets enough credit for his performance on the big stage. You know, he kind of goes under the radar until it's time to perform. He had a great EWC last year. He's always performed in the SFL World Championships and Capcom Cups. This is a very difficult pool. Riddle's making it out of here, Justin, would be an incredible achievement for him, wouldn't it?
I think it would, obviously, because nobody is like kind of believing in him in terms of like getting sponsors or anything, and he's coming from a different scene, like I mentioned. But this is also a really tough group, Momochi and Kawano. But I think Cola, like, you commentate a lot of Riddles of matches, so like, what do you think about his chances?
I mean, he's got practice against both characters over in the U.S. You know, we have some Ed players that are out there. We do have some really good Akuma players like Thunder DeLangus. So he has the experience with the characters. Now, the play styles are what I'm worried about. I'm also worried about his mental. I feel like every time that he loses, he gets stronger. But this is a different sort of weight. So we're just going to have to see in the match.
Absolutely. And we can hear directly from Riddles right now. We've got an interview with him ahead of his lower bracket match. Let's hear from him.
First game today for you is going to be against Momochi. I'm sure you've been thinking about the matchup, doing some preparation. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good.
What preparation have you done ahead of the game?
I just fought against the Sharzad. So, you know, slabbing, watching character, playing against him, you know.
How do you feel about the Ed-Terry matchup?
I think it's like 5-5.
Oh, yeah?
Probably. I think both are able to do their stuff properly, I think. So, yeah.
Do you feel that the first to three element favors you or Momochi?
If you watch my online tier in the tournament runs, you would know that it definitely favors me. I think the amount of reverse 3-0s I've done in online tournaments. If you watch online tournaments in America, you would know. But yeah, I mean, I just think best of 5 or first to 3 is just more fun anyways. So, you know.
Totally agree. Wish you the best of luck. Hope it all works out the way you need. All right, guys. Thank you very much. See you later.
A man of few words, but a lot of action. He's going to have to be in action today as he faces two very, very powerful players, potentially to make it out of one of the most stacked groups. Guys, can he do it?
I think Riddles can do it as long as he doesn't get into that zone where they have to play the footsies and with Punish War. Just play the Street Fighter 6 game.
Jamis, you got any big predictions for our first two groups?
I think Latif could do it, but it's going to be a tall order.
Cola?
I think it's going to be a nightmare on J Street, and it's going to be good for Noah, first group.
That was good. I'll give you that.
Well, guys, that is it for us here. Thank you so much for joining us on the pre-show. I am very, very excited to get into this, our first two groups. It's elimination time here for the players. Some hopes, dreams, and keys are about to get crushed under that hydraulic press. That's right, my favorite day of the week, because I'm an evil man at heart. I just like seeing those keys getting crumpled. And of course, they will be making their way into that trophy amongst the resin to be suspended forever in history, whilst we look ahead at the next phase of qualification here. We've got 12 groups to go through. 12 more players will make it out into the next round robin phase and potentially join those 12 names that have already made it into the playoff stages. It's all to play for. It's do or die here at the Esports World Cup Street Fighter 6, and you do not want to miss any of the action. There's no more second chances. It all comes down to this, and the action starts after this. Welcome back to the Esports World Cup. It's time for Street Fighter 6 to take its place. What an exciting time it is for us here. It's week 7, the final week of the Esports World Cup.
It's so crazy in my pool. I think it's the hardest pool in this EWC Street Fighter 6. Last year, I lose and lose. That's why I have to revenge in this EWC.
みんなどのブロックもきついんで、自分のところもきつかったです。
みんな強い相手しかいないんですけれども、全力で戦って、いい試合ができればと思っています。
What a way to steal it! Charge the CA on deck as well. Punk is confident that that's it. He's standing up. He's celebrating. It is going to be 3-2. Not yet. He has to play still. Oh my! How high? Somehow, some way. Welcome to the Esports World Cup. It is Elimination Day, and you know what that means. Hopes and dreams will be crushed. There is no time for games. This is time for legacy. This is where the big dogs put up or shut up. That is something that I do not know how to do well because I am one of your hosts, Hollywood Rob TV, and I am joined here with the phenomenal Milosh. What's going on with you, bro?
Oh man, after yesterday, I needed a little lie down because my God, if you missed out on yesterday, I'm sure everybody and their mom so far has seen some of the clips, but especially one. You saw it in the countdown video just before we took the stage, and that was Shao Hai versus Punk the God. Oh my days. Game 5, they're on it. What health? And then still Shao Hai brings it back as Punk. Why you standing up, man?
It was a bit crazy. Actually, a bit crazy understatement. There's not too many times where something happens and you know that it's a moment in history and that it's something that we're not going to forget. But of course, Punk's still alive in the tournament and was playing phenomenal even in that match. I think he still has a very strong chance to win this entire tournament. He's just that damn good. That said, also, we have Blaws versus Crame.
14 years old and 15 years old. These guys came up together in Chile, ended up having to play each other, but you saw them beating extremely strong competitors like Phenom. These guys are looking amazing, and that's something that's newer in the world of Street Fighter, to have kids be this good at the game.
And that's a very good thing, because it means that there's more and more talent being developed, which is crazy because both of their ages combined barely get to the age of Street Fighter as a franchise. Like, yeah, we're old, man. We already crossed that rainbow road. We're already way past that. But it's incredible to see there's fresh blood that's coming in, a lot of talent that's growing up with these games that we've grown up with when we were kids. And it's a very different environment. It's not the arcades back in our day, but it's great to see. It means it's a good life for Street Fighter.
I do have to make sure, before we get to bringing out our first match, that I do give a shout out to how my man's Mina RD is looking right now. I mean, 3-0-3-0, fresh off of winning EVO Japan, fresh off of winning EVO in Las Vegas, and then now he is trying to complete the trifecta by winning EWC. That dude is looking extremely tough to stop. And I do know, you said, how many rounds did he lose?
So he won 6-0, but he only lost 4 rounds.
Insanity.
Which is incredible in the 2 matches, best of 5s, that he was playing in groups.
Okay, that's it. As incredible as that is, we do have an incredible match up next. Milosh, who are we bringing to the stage?
Well, we're starting off with Group A, which of course is the first out of the 12 that we continue through the lower bracket with today. So please join me in welcoming to the stage Latif and Narikun. There's a lot of life on these 2 players and a lot of hope for them. We got Onik also here behind Narikun, and Latif, who really lives up to his name. Latif means kind in Arabic, and he really is a kind man, but I'm sure he is not the same when he's playing in-game.
It's kind of fascinating that a player's name can mean kind, and then they play Steve Viper in Street Fighter 4. I mean, make that make sense. You're kind, but you're using Steve Viper, using the burn kick, stressing out Big Hollywood and everybody else who is playing the game. That said, we don't need to stress right now because we are about to get into an absolute banger.
Yes, it starts with here. Reminder, today is the first day of eliminations. You start losing, your key gets crushed, and you saw my man Rob was showing you how it all looks like at the end. Let's get it all started. Latif, Narikun coming at you right now.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the point of no return. Day 1 of the elimination phase, but don't be mistaken. This is indeed day 2 of the overall scheme here at the Esports World Cup for Street Fighter 6. Vicious bringing it all live to you with my man Ringe to see how this all fares out, starting with Group A between Narikun and Latif.
Ooh, man, yes, you set it off right. And my man Logan, I love the fact that he was like, in my heart of hearts, I am an evil man. And what I enjoy most is seeing dreams turn to nightmares. And that's what we're going to see today. Of course, we got Narikun fans in the building. We got plenty of Latif fans in the building too. And the winner of this doesn't even get out of this stage of the group yet, right? They still got to face Noah the Prodigy to try to get into that group number 2.
That's right. As Sankola had mentioned, he could be the nightmare on J Street that awaits the fate between either of these competitors. But going into further details, Latif, he's been rocking that Bison, didn't have the success he was looking for towards one of his teammates. However, this is his only shot at greatness to qualify. One of the big concerns is, as Jammers was talking about earlier during the analysis portion, how does that fare up against an aggressive character like Kimberly in the hands of someone like Narikun?
Exactly right. That's what I'm really looking forward to seeing how these 2 play out. You can see we had a bit of a successful anti-air percentage from both sides as well. Latif a little bit stronger, but I want to see if he's going to be able to keep that consistency up against the Kimberly, right? She's got the shallow elbow drop as an option. We've seen, actually, Latif's anti-airs, that crouch heavy punch, already get spaced out by Noah in that opening round match from Group A, right? So that's something I'm going to be looking forward to. And just in general, I think that Logan mentioned it earlier, right? We saw Zhen switch to the Bison in this very matchup and ended up bringing back 3 games straight up against one of the other Kimberlys in the bracket. So that's going to be something to watch. Both of these carriers are extremely oppressive. Whoever gets knocked down first, good luck, fam.
And I'm glad you had mentioned that, because most of the time when it comes to either game plan from either character, it's going to be heavily grounded based. So despite what it says on the anti-air number, I don't even know how much into effect that's actually going to be playing. right? They do have pretty succinct anti-airs. I think Kimberly personally has a better one with the mixed potential because Bison, let's face it, he does have a lot of recovery on that bad boy. Despite it being cancelable, most of the time, you're kind of hovering around the stage a little bit, trying to mask your charge, but if you're trying to get within that range to anti-air successfully, you're dropping it, you're moving forward. But again, the big potential comes out more from Kimberly. I don't even know if it's ever going to be like a factor, to be honest with you, right? I feel like those two small details and what they can do against an airborne opponent does not work out in this exact matchup. What does apply, however, is how strong your defense is, right? Both have very, very solid ways to set you up for disaster. One of them being from the side of Bison, the purple dynamite. From the other side, the explosive spray cans. We'll see which comes into play first. It's just a matter of time. Here it comes. Game number 1, Nadikun versus Latif. Kimberly versus M. Bison.
Indeed, and when your character's lacking some defense on knockdown, right, it's all about winning the neutral. You can't afford to get knocked down in the first place. So much of what this game's going to be decided on is whoever gets that first knockdown. You can see Latif already pressing the gas as soon as he gets the sweep.
We saw the attempt from the defensive measure from Nadikun. He did get the perfect parry, just not the right angle, right? It has to be either crouching or standing if you get the right normal. What? Already off to an explosive start. I think from both ends, technically, Latif already in burnout from his own accord. Nadikun now being able to dictate the pace, no pun intended, against Bison.
Indeed, I see you. And right now, abusing that burnout, taking full advantage of it. Great stuff from Nadikun. He's going to set up 2 cans as well. Of course, the fuzzy was there. Just tapped the dome, blessed it with the kneecap.
Damn. I don't want to be hard on any of that, but excellent defense up until that point. The driver does get immediately checked. Nadikun is still trying to stay active while in burnout. This side switch is going to be everything for Latif. He does get the DI, catching the shins, bouncing off the palm tree. Probably a coconut one, but he's definitely trying to bust coconuts. He actually dropped the rest of that with that back roundhouse hit, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Latif, that should have been the entire round right there. He had 2 bars as well. The round definitely would have been enough to kill, but that slipped through his fingers early. Latif, you got to have that short-term competitive memory. Baits out the super. This is a great start to the follow-up round.
The double Psycho Crusher into the level 3 relatively early. I like this damage dump out. Build more meter to get yourself ready for the next one.
This man looked to send a message with that one. Yeah, Nadikun definitely struggling, already in the yellow because of that. And you try to elbow drop from there. Quick little Psycho Crusher. Offensive drive reversal. Love that decision as well, but Nadikun is going to get a chance.
Did you get the final fight combo, roundhouse to check, possibly a delayed tech, forcing Latif into burnout. Nadikun actually going to be backing off just a little bit. He doesn't want to be too risky with the amount of life he has left and also how little his drive gauge is. He can't get a really big confirm that leads into a kill. It can lead to a knockdown, but you still have to force a guess.
And I love that from Latif, right? He was just sitting on the head stomp charge, waiting till Nadikun got close enough to him for him to escape the corner. Very smart. And Nadikun, like you mentioned, so low on resources, didn't want to commit. Oh, does stuff the Psycho Crusher that time, but another drive reversal. Oh, long distance. He's got CA on deck, Jeremy. Excuse me, Vicious.
Either one works, I'll tell you what, because this is going to be a pretty significant amount of damage, if not death. Is this game number 1? It has to be. Ninja Star Cypher in critical art mode. Nadikun shaking off the nerves.
Oh my goodness, right? Yeah, Nadikun, he's not letting any opportunities slip through his fingers, right? We saw, unfortunately for Latif, in that first round, it should have been his ball game. Both of these players are consistently putting it all on offense, right? We saw them both burn out. Unfortunately for Nadikun, he was the one that was in burnout towards the latter half of the round. It was just a drop from Latif that allowed him to sneak back into the round. And then, of course, in the subsequent round, Nadikun just managed to take control yet again. And we see how potent this offense is. That was the tail of the tape coming in. Once you get knocked down, you ain't gonna get back up.
Damn, they got the full support. They got the LED screens with Nadikun win. I hope you don't have to edit that anytime soon, I'll tell you what. But again, like the nature of how aggressive these characters can be, I'm thoroughly impressed by the way Nadikun held back in that final moment of round 2. Very short on resources, very short on life, and just waited it out for his big opportunity. That was massively impressive.
Yeah, honestly, I was like concerned for him. I thought, I was like, you should go in, man. But obviously, he knew what he was doing. Well calculated all the way through. Now Nadikun pick it up right where he left off. We're in the corner. Oh, a little bit too far for the throw attempt, though.
Just a bit shy, giving Latif that big window of opportunity. He's trying to breeze right on in there, especially with the purple dynamite established. He did have a block string for himself. He did have offensive pressure. But now the airborne play starts to come into effect from Nadikun. What do you do about it, though? Drive rush exposes the low. Here comes the big knockdown sequence. Nadikun forward throw, drive rush on in there. Latif tried to move out of danger.
Indeed, now he's locked into this corner. I was gonna say he doesn't want to press back just yet. Tried the stand medium kick, but Narikun keeping it nice and compact. Just use his stand medium kick, stand light kick to try to get that last bit of health, but he gets caught. Look at the jump or backdash. Latif got a big chance here.
Man, getting a lot of mileage out of the cycling studio. I'll tell you what, those scissor kicks, those bicycle kicks have been coming in real clutch up until that point. Drive rush again, exposing the defense of Latif.
You know, he tried the drive rush drive impact as well. That's honestly a tap parry counter a lot of the time, but it looked like Narikun held it, especially with the bomb planted. It incentivizes him to hold it. Now the sneaky cross up. Oh man, he's gonna go into level 3 off of it as well. This is a big start for Narikun.
You do get the power up, the buff intact for Narikun, now being able to oppress a little bit more with an impressive walk speed. And I guess damage regulation, if you really want to call it that, but...
Now we're going to get the knockdown here. Got 2 cans, uses them both. Drive reversal real quick, but you still got to hold that. And then another drive reversal. Distance was too far to get an outright punish, but Narikun picks his spot again. That's going to go up 2-0 with the perfect exclamation point to start our EWC Day 2.
Wasn't even done with the combo, but we're already immediately going into the third game. A very impressive showing thus far from Narikun, exposing down below. Low medium kick to start from Latif. A little bit too shy for the throw to connect, but I might have thought that was rather intentional as we see that develop in the meta, right? We have these kind of big throw whiffs that happen a lot to force maybe a tech, maybe a little bit of a muscle memory habit type of thing, but that is an excellent drive reversal. Granted, he's in burnout. It got him out of a lot of danger.
Precisely. I think he was going to get burnt out either way, right? He would have to bet on a parry, but that opens you up to a throw, and you get punish counter, and you'll still lose your bar. So I really like the fact that Latif has got out of that situation entirely. These stand fierces, though, I'm a little scared. He's thrown him out a lot. He's gotten him whip punish. He's gotten him jumped on. That's something to look out for.
If he ever gets that chance, Narikun allowing Latif to get out for free. Does get the anti-air against the very sharp elbow. Narikun trying to preserve some meter too well in the corner. No step out of the corner just yet, speaking of which.
Yep, and then Latif not actually trying to stop the run that time, respecting the frame trap follow-up. Oh, and the jab just believed in it, sent the drive rush cancel after. No drops this time, Latif settling in.
Thank God he didn't end it with like a Psycho Crusher, no scissor kick or anything, because I don't think the scaling would have allowed him to get that round after all. So signs of life from Latif up until this point yet again. Drive rush early standing medium punch. Checking Latif. Very sharp angle. How did they hit above him? Oh, that's a big bait.
Indeed. Oh my goodness, and the roundhouse upside the temple for the chase down. Latif definitely looking strong here. I love that Narikun took the opportunity to get the 2 cans on that first knockdown. However, now you gotta deal with this defense perfectly outspaced with the press back. Latif smothering Narikun in the corner right now. The ruthless aggression is gonna get him a dub on this board.
Smothered and smoked. That is for certain. Latif with an excellent combination going into that level 3, dumping the rest of the drive meter. Pure perfection with the way he handled that bison.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Latif looking more composed, looking more gathered. I'm loving to see how he's adjusted here. Oh, Narikun with the hand warmers as well. He's got both of them, and he's got the frictionless fingertip gloves too. I like that.
I like that too. I wonder like how beneficial that would be for just like sliding across, doing like shortcuts as well on a hitbox style of joystick or a fight stick, excuse me.
Yeah, and the way people go about like constructing their peripherals at this point, right? There's like so many ways they kind of game plan how to press buttons and knowing when they're gonna need quick access to certain options, depending on the matchup even. It goes so deep, right? So him having that fingerless glove to make sure, or excuse me, not fingerless glove, but the finger sleeves to make sure that he's going to be able to slide to wherever he needs to get to the perfect parry as soon as he possibly can, to get to the response DI, to counter it up. All of these things, these little minute details come into big decisions and big plays when we're in the middle of the match. As we get back into it, and this is just cool to see how they went about going back into the matches after their losses, right? Latif has been mash and rematch. He's like, get me back into it. Narikun, a significant break after that first loss.
Yeah, he had to readjust his controls on the command center, the mini command center that he had on his lap, right?
Shit. So many buttons, bro. So many controls.
Oh. Excellent tech on the throw. Not too big on the whip punish either, but the Psycho Crusher catching the tail end of whatever Narikun was trying to do. I don't even know how he got.
Yeah, look, just a back jump, right? Like the team chased it down with a Psycho Crusher. That was wild. I definitely do not see Bisons do that often. And that's the thing, right? A lot of people have been talking about seeing Latif grind lately. He is looking in prime form. You just got to gather it all together on the stage.
Whilst in burnout, though, he does have a couple resources to spare, maybe about a touch and a half, especially with level 2 on deck from Narikun, and a couple of spray cans, bringing him all the way to the corner. The overhead does not get blocked. Is that going to be blocked in time? No, sir. That meaty jab gonna pay dividends towards Bison's bank account.
Indeed. My man Latif, he let him just drag him all the way to the corner, right? Stuck the overhead in, and then once that happened, he was like, all right, I know you're going to keep pressing. Narikun, that's one of his key components, right? Is he stays aggressive. He doesn't really beat a lot of reversals. And to be fair, in this matchup, it does cost Super Meter to do it, so I don't blame him.
Excellent choice for the parry there. Now taking just a little bit of a throw rather than losing all that drive gauge. Immediate level 1 upon wake up from Latif. How do you approach afterwards? He just dashes up and waits.
Indeed, he's got plenty of drive meter though. Oh my goodness, is sneaking in with that drive rush. That's mad plus frames off the crouch medium kick. Once again here, another throw established, trying to get Latif to bite. He's been down backing for his life. We even saw it last round, but that's how you take advantage of it as well. When you want a character like Kimberly, you want a down back throw is not the only option. Overhead puts Narikun on set point.
This is the tail of the tape right here. It's whose defense is better in this matchup. They both have very oppressive and impressive offense, but especially in this state of the game, Narikun on match point, establishing this lead, and also the big buster Kimberly with the Ninja Star Cypher. All hell could break loose momentarily.
Oh, that hurt for Latif right there. Yeah, this all started with him trying to check a teleport. Be high on the landing. Narikun didn't have one ready for a response. Go to the corner. Oh, tried to get that tick throw. Great escape from Latif.
Right back at you, says Narikun. Being able to escape for free just off of that jump. Waiting to see if Latif overextends. That's a big way to do it, but it actually lands the slide. Catching Narikun by surprise. Also checking the walkbacks with a couple of those lows. Latif backing away from danger, trying to get a big whip punish if anything. Narikun mad airborne the whole time, but it's still, everybody's just swinging. Nothing's actually hitting.
Exactly. Both of them are coming so close to connecting with hits, but just a couple of frames late on both sides. Now both of them have kind of stabilized yet again here. Latif trying to force the issue here with big Psycho Crushers and big buttons. Stuffs the driver check and stuffs the jump as well into the level 3. So smart. He's going to burn out Narikun, get some drive back for himself, and put himself in prime position to tie up the set.
That was insanely late of a cancel, by the way. Yeah. I was like, wait. You can still get it that far in?
Right? And then again, he's having the charge ready. Narikun can do nothing but smile because he knows the air has been shut down by the Crusher.
We definitely count those for anti-airs, 100%. Even if it was pretty far away, you jump back, the OD Psycho Crusher hits, put it on the board.
And those jumps keep getting crushed. That key is going to get crushed in moments, bro. You got to fix that plan.
Damn, the Psycho Key Crusher?
Oh.
That's actually like, you onto something, Ringe.
Psycho. What a bounce back from Latif though, right? Was down 2-0, has definitely composed himself now, and is going to be going to the final game. He's definitely caught on to some of Narikun's habits, right? We were seeing the anti-air come out time and time again with the Psycho Crusher, doing a great job. It's really, I think, caught on to the fact that Narikun is always going to pressure on offense as well. Hasn't really tried to bait anything out.
I like the aggressive start from Narikun, going for the OD teleport to see if Latif was going to be ready or not. He definitely was, checking with the jabs a lot more within close quarters, but now that allows Narikun to get the sharper angles, right? That cross-up was everything. With the 2 cans now, a lot of block pressure, even more so following with the drive rush, jumping out of the corner for free yet again, Latif. Now, on the other hand, with control, great block on the overhead, does get the forward throw. Narikun looking a little dry on the drive gauge.
That's the thing with Latif, right? Oh my goodness, what a hell attack as well. Another way to shut down the air approach. And right now, he's keeping it locked in the corner. He tried the Psycho Crusher, but Narikun beat him to the option. Azuna dropped to get some space. Boy, it's here yet again here. Shut down the jump wall. That can't be what Narikun wanted on Wake Up, but nonetheless, didn't pay too heavily for it.
Right, Latif only just managed to punish counter with that exact same move. This time around, gets the full punish while within range. Now, Latif at match point. What a turnaround swing.
There's been such great adjustments. I love that as well. Just kind of jump scaring Narikun with the Psycho Crusher. It's a little bit of expensive using the OD, but then Latif, he chills out a little bit, right? He brings back the drive gauge. He's had great resource management throughout the set.
You got 2 explosive potential combos up on deck. No, I lied to you. It's going to be level 1 first. Defense is going to be the priority for Latif, especially in the corner.
Indeed here. You know, Latif has had multiple wake-up supers that have been successful. I wonder if that's starting to get to Narikun. I wonder if Narikun tries to bring out one of his own here in the mere moments, as we only got a couple of rounds left at most in this set.
It depends whether or not Latif happens to manipulate Narikun into thinking that way, right? Let's see what happens if he's able to push into the corner, or will he be a neutral monster within this particular space? Big swing, big trades from both ends.
Yeah, look how patient Latif has gotten now throughout the set, right? It felt like he was really slugging it out to start. And now once he establishes the lead, he just sits back on it. But Narikun does take that tippiness and opens him up for it. And I love that. Spin the level 3, get your own drive gauge back, right? It's not going to do too much damage to Latif, but now you got the install. You're going to be in the green yourself. This is the prime position.
The delayed drive reversal coming in from Latif. One more hit can get him into a drive rush into a level 3, but I don't think that kills, honestly. He needs a little bit more, possibly an OD extension, rather than a drive rush one, and he's looking to do so. He does so with plus frames off of the OD stop. He's got meter left. It's going to be Cycle Crusher directly into level 3. The damage is substantial, but I think it keeps Narikun alive.
Indeed, right. The CA damage was there. It's big, but it's not enough. Narikun, oh my goodness, the overhead is there. Latif completes the 3-game comeback and survives another round. The mask is in the building. You know he loves to see it. Oh my goodness. Wow, the Narikun fans not as pleased with the result, especially with Narikun being so close to taking the game. And of course, this is our first day with the crowd in attendance, right? So yeah, you're gonna be hearing the electricity, the atmosphere is gonna be on a whole new level as we get into the highlights of our opening match at EWC.
Man, there's so much that we had prefaced it with. We talked about who had the better defense, and honestly, we couldn't have talked about it even better, because like the offensive pressure from both ends has been so hard to even try to comprehend, even from like a regular standpoint, even from like a spectator standpoint. There were so many different layers and looks that both of these players were shooting at each other.
Absolutely, man. And you know, I think Latif kind of remembered who he was throughout the set, right? He's been in the trenches for some of the nastiest offense in existence when he comes to games, right? He's used to that stuff that is honestly more egregious, more aggressive than Street Fighter 6, even going back to Street Fighter 4, where he had to deal with a lot of nasty offense, unblockables, hard to blockables, things that you couldn't see with the human eye. So I think he kind of established that and was like, bro, why am I so like antsy up against the Kimberly, right? Once he started to just chill out, back it out for most of it, it really turned the whole set around.
And I'm glad that he utilized his resources the way that he did, right? He didn't go for a full dump out. He didn't force himself into burnout in that exact moment to allow himself the big drive rush forward into the target combo. I love that towards the end. That is definitely one of the clutch moments that we could ever ask for to start things off here in day number 2. Absolutely impressive in terms of adaptation from both.
Yeah, man, the down backing along with the sprinkled in wake up super, right? Like, I think he really caught on to the fact that Narikun was gonna keep pressing the offense as we see Latif pressing the bunch, trying to at least, to get the crush going. There it is, bro. Narikun's hopes and dreams destroyed,
man.
Bro.
Wait for it.
Oh!
Down with Kimberly players. That's right.
Now the players are actually
No
ready
Kimberly
for the
players.
break because of the sound it makes.
Oh, man.
That was a jump scare and a half for sure.
Legit, bro.
God, that thing is broken in so many places. Jeez.
Oh, my goodness. Looking like Kimberly after that match,
go, Noah.
unfortunately.
Damn, that's rough. Like that?
Yeah,
Jesus.
like that. Latif with the 3-game comeback. He definitely put it on them, but right here, he has earned his run back up against Noah the Prodigy. This was our actually complete opening match to EWC Street Fighter 6 as a whole. Noah the Prodigy versus Latif, where Noah took it 3-0 over the man, the Twisted Minds veteran that actually played a big part in Noah getting to be part of this organization in the first place, right? A little bit of mentor-mentee battle here, and Noah was able to take it 3-0. We'll see if Latif had figured anything out since yesterday.
He's going to need to, because if you look thoroughly at that record between the two, although it was 3-0, Noah only lost a single round against Latif's Bison, and that was at the very beginning. Since then, he's had no qualms or nerves being up on that stage, beating up everybody as he tried to. I mean, he did have to face off against Angry Bird the following round. A little bit of a rough shot because, again, it was another one of those moments where it was like mentor and mentee, because technically he's the baby bird now, right?
Absolutely.
So we'll see how this goes. Noah the Prodigy in the run back versus Latif on a pretty significant reverse 3-0 hot streak.
Absolutely here. And of course, if you're just joining us, this is going to be the decider to see who gets into stage 2 of the event right here, right? So we're going to be done with Group A with this match, of course. And yeah, Noah, very dominant performance up against Latif last time. Of course, did a drop to Angry Bird, as you mentioned. We managed to take a game, so that he definitely has something going with the Cammy that we saw him with. But obviously, it's going to be Luke, considering he did 3-0 Latif on the character in this exact matchup yesterday. But of course, as you mentioned, right, it was not even just one of those close 3-0s. It was a dominant performance from Noah, only dropping a single round. And he had a lot of cool moments that I actually hadn't really seen from Noah up until that point, like the outspacing on the crouch heavy punch. It really feels like he's added new elements to his game that I haven't seen from him yet.
Let's see if that comes into play again. I want to see whether or not he's going to be a little bit more bullish with maybe like the throws, maybe some of the crouching medium punch normals that we're used to seeing. But yeah, I totally agree with you with his usage of heavy punches recently. Yeah. It's been very tough to manage against like some of the normal Luke play that we've been encountering these last couple of times, at least within NA.
Yeah, absolutely right. And yeah, just in general right there.
The medium.
Blowing up the fuzzy defensive timing of Latif. Very smart from Noah. Yeah, he's starting to get nuance when it comes to how to open people up, and he's going to need to, right? Luke isn't just one of those, like, aggressive, rush-you-down characters like he was before in terms of how convincing he can be. He's got to be a little bit more methodical. And you can see Noah, oh, he tried the suppressor, but Latif still reached with a check.
That crouching medium punch was mad extended to catch the startup of that, but now we got the scissor kicks to try to keep Noah in check within this corner. Oh, damn. How did that reach? I like that. Sandblast to kind of force Latif away a little bit more. Doesn't want to overextend. Trying to chase down the Devil's Reverse, but no, sir.
The super kick party. Call Matt and Nick. Latif taking the first round.
Damn.
Yeah, man, that was rough. I can't believe that reached. Latif's like expert recognition of the max range of his normals. Oh my goodness, though, Noah shutting down the driver's attempt with a light kick of his own. Already got the corner for it.
Oh, and the roundhouse is a counter hit, being able to get that link into crouching light punch. Back it away, trying to play it safe. Damn, the flash knuckle immediately hit or block. He would have been just fine.
Precisely right. Now Latif gonna plant the bomb here. He tried to give him a second, but Noah
takes
that second and calls out the hesitation timing perfectly with the medium punch. Wow.
Again, the timing of the crouch medium punch could be a make or break normal for Luke in certain matchups. I still think it's a phenomenal normal.
Oh,
right? Yeah. It's a shadow of what it used to be. It's no longer the god normal as I had coined it before, but it's definitely very, very effective within some of these ranges.
And Latif now looking for a perfect parry of his own, finds it on the response.
Get it here, back throw, the purple dynamite coming on in. Great block in the overhead, still in burnout though.
And of course, I mean, Noah, the prodigal son of burnout, right? We've seen him time and time again weather the storm when he's grayed out, but it looks like he's not going to be able to do it this time. And Latif already going to put more games on the board against Noah today than he did
I know
yesterday.
Latif is feeling it, dude. Latif is one of the best to ever play like that ass.
We got to see what the adjustments need to be made, and it's got to be quick. With the way that Latif has been playing thus far, with those 3 games against Narco, the way he's playing right now, rather quick in comparison to the Kimberly matchup, right?
Yes, indeed, right? He's being very aggressive, not letting Noah get his rocks off. He's really taken away what Noah's so good at until now. Of course, the crouch medium kick snipe gets rid of the mine, but another great perfect parry from Latif, the blue stuff.
Right into the purple. That's going to be a dangerous mix, a dangerous concoction. That's a safe jump still. Not going to be able to take your turn, really. Well, you can take your turn, but not going to be able to punish, excuse me. But the movement immediately being checked with a much more safe button, standing medium kick, certain ranges, no real risk behind it. Screen measurement tool, a great stopper as well.
No, but all zombie.
You can tell Noah, he kind of hit the gamer lean after that round, right? Losing one game is not too big of a deal, but when you're on a point match to go down 2-0, it's starting to get a little scary. And Latif, oh my goodness, baiting the wake up. It looks like this man can't be wrong right now.
Everything's coming up, Latif, especially with the damage dump right here into the level 2. Boom! Ugh.
Keeping Noah very low on life and drive, right? And then the scissor kick as well. Checking any type of escape route that Noah wanted to look for. 2-0 lead for Latif, 1 game away from completing the run back.
And now, starting with the aggression, Noah the Prodigy went for a drive rush, crouching medium kick.
What does that bomb do? All right, so check this out. Once he places it and puts it on you, there's a timer on it to where it'll like explode and you basically have to parry or you get launched. But also, if he hits you with cycle pressure,
But Latif, you could tell the
it does,
confidence
like,
is exuding
it makes
from him right
the cycle
now.
pressure
He
plus
feels
on
like
block.
he's going to be right every decision he makes. And I mean, I can't blame him with the way this round's going. What?
What in the hell
Extra
was
damage
that?
and combos like that.
Latif custom combos,
Like his
the
extension
sweep with the fine
his
juggle. I
pressure
know Yak's
becomes so
losing his
much
mind
better.
somewhere right now.
Because now, like, basically all his
Goodness,
cycle
one
power
round
buttons
away. Latif,
become like plus on block. Wasn't that the
He is playing
the
out of his
special?
twisted mind, I'll tell you what. That
So, like, you
was
can't
such
just-
an impressive sequence, man.
It's a lot
How
harder
do
to
you
play
recover
neutral
from
versus
that?
him. He
Only
becomes
Noah
like
can
a
answer.
different
And does
tier.
he have it? We'll see. Latif trying to steal turns. I know that's negative, but Noah not gonna bite on that one. A couple of heavies coming on in there. We get the flash knuckle combo, uppercut towards the end. A throw will do it. Guess what? He's got one more.
Indeed, one more chance here. But you can tell Latif definitely feeling himself. He's holding the parry for so long. He replenished all of his drive, but not enough. And now we got some Noah fans in the building as well, rooting for his comeback, his turnaround. This is how you started. Yeah, no counter hit right there, so I don't think of combos unless that is the case.
Oh my God! What a confirm off of that.
Right there. It was a raw flash knuckle hit. He was ready for the level 3, saw it hit.
That was 55%.
Legit, just flash knuckle into level 3. That's all he needed. Now Latif looking on life support right now. Does get the fears, and it was counter hit, so he's going to confirm.
Oh, this is so dangerous still. The purple is there. He drive brushes in his face, possibly going for a perfect parry. It might have been a flash first, right? The lethal shot living up to its name. OD Sandblaster right in the grill.
Noah with the reactions right there. I love that. Using the extension on the Sandblast to make sure that DI armor got destroyed. And now, bro, Noah, he's definitely found some confidence in his own right. This is where he thrives, right? Back against the wall, the pressure is on. The pressure's on Latif too, right? He's one game away from closing it out. That can start affecting the mental, can start affecting the decision-making. Noah is taking full advantage of it right now. Oh
my God, that was a punish counter. No big follow-up, though. Instead, we do get the perfect parry. Has to dump out the rest of the drive gauge. Forcibly into a level 1. Yes, he has to spend it. He was forced to due to the scaling. The stakes have been changed significantly off of this run. Momentum in the side of Noah.
Man, and Noah, you can tell though, bro.
What is happening? That's the second erroneous movement that Latif has made. It was first off of the OD stomp, and now off of a neutral jump that had to be a charge because there was an immediate jump roundhouse.
And then again, that spacing to bait out the crouch heavy punch. This is the thing. I really feel like being this close to the victory is kind of getting to Latif right now. And Noah, we talked about it, right? He loves when his opponents get nervous. He feels like he's built for the bright light, built for the big stage, and now he's tied up the set just like that.
Hey, Ringe, you think he's playing nervous, huh?
I think so. I think so, Ringe. I feel like he's nervous when he's up 2-0. I'm not nervous when I'm down 2-0.
Nah, my pops told me different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, shout outs to Papa Prodigy back home if you're watching.
Yeah, for
Much
real,
love
bro.
to him for sure.
Big shout outs.
On
Oh,
God.
and already here's spine buster number 1. Are we gonna get the party going? No, instead the punish.
My God.
My man hit him in the back of the head. That's an illegal maneuver.
That's a party crusher, I'll tell you what. We got plus frames on deck, even more so off of the background house, backing up.
See all that
ever so
pressure he
slightly
did to the drive gauge
from
too?
Noah.
That's the important thing,
unfortunate
is
for
you
Noah.
want to
He
be
didn't
able to
get the
keep
perfect
attacking
charge on the
somebody.
flash knuckle, and because of that, he couldn't get
so you
that
can
wall
burn them
bounce. He
out,
couldn't get that
because they
space that he
become
wanted.
easy
Now
to
he's locked in the corner, but he's always ready to answer DIs. He's still got to get that room back, though, because he doesn't have an answer now.
Oh, man, he just threw that out. He should have
Noah
jabbed
is always
first.
so good when he's in burnout against the opponent. What an avoidance.
This guy
No,
is
I
just
think Noah
too
got this,
active.
'cause
He
Latif
is
might
just
be
not
keep doing
willing to
desperate
sit
stuff.
still. When he has reads like that, so impressive on defense. And now, even more so, the offensive pressure is on. No, he backs away. Noah the Gray. The first time he's retreating.
Indeed, look at the spacing
Or
on this
so we thought.
The neutral jump heavy kick stuffing the approach yet again here. Look at this, the jump backs as well. He's trying to bait out something from Latif with the neutral jump. Oh, the level
Oh, he
connects,
overextended
man.
too
Noah.
much, man. I
Oh,
even
he
knew
turned
he
it
was
around
going to
like this,
reversal,
stuffs him
man.
again. He got his drive meter back. That's the comeback complete. Noah roars into the stage 2.
Your first qualifier into the next phase. Avoiding elimination. And still in control of his destiny.
Man, oh man, incredible stuff right there from Noah. Of course, this was a Twisted Minds team kill, right? These guys are brethren. So, of course, the respect is shown afterwards. But, man, I cannot believe Noah, like he's talked about, right?
No,
he don't want
this
to play
was,
online.
the
He
cider
don't want
match
to play in
made it
these
out the room.
weeklies. He's like, give me the bright lights, give me the bag, give me the big stage. That's where I'll shine the most. And it really felt like that, man. Latif, he was up 2-0, and it kind of felt like at that point he was playing not to lose rather than to win. He came up with a couple of big reads that were just short, and from there, Noah just was in his element.
It was just so different, too, the way that Latif played the first 2 games. By the time game number 3 hit, it was just as if he was just playing for the ring, for the belt to ring, honestly.
Yeah,
it wasn't as, I want to say, impactful offensively. I don't think there was enough, like, I want to say animosity towards like his offensive calls.
Yeah, there was like that one where he did Psycho Crusher and then Super right after, right? And it didn't work. And it felt like after that, he didn't want to take any more risks. And it felt like because of that, that is where Noah thrives, right? If you're going to be timid defensively and you're going to give him these opportunities to get in your face and make you hesitate, make you second guess, that is where he is the best. So my man Noah, this is a little bit bittersweet, right? Because it is his homie. But of course, the crush has to complete. My man Latif, always love to see him play, but oh, I love to see his key get crushed even more. Sorry, we're just evil people, me and Logan. We're just evil people.
Oh, man. We do have the updates here from SEC. Let's take a look at the leaderboards and how things are shaping up here at EWC.
Yeah, man.
The club championship points has been the discussion of today because every single game that's being played has huge implications. So let's start off with things as they are. Falcons were able to win their CS game against G2, meaning that they are holding on to the top 1 slot. With Liquid being eliminated from CS yesterday and Crossfire today, it means their only chance of getting to the top 1 slot and winning the club championship points is by number 1 winning Street Fighter and number 2 praying that Falcons drops their next game in CS. Vitality is completely out of contention regardless of how their CS roster performs, whereas when we're looking at VP, although they still have an active player in Street Fighter, the fact that they just lost their game against Mouse in CS means that they are also out of contention for the club championship title, which means that the odds right now are looking pretty good for Falcons to win the $7 million prize.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The top 2 teams left for contention of the club championships, Falcons, as well as Team Liquid. You heard the stipulations here, what needs to be done. We'll get there, definitely when we get there. If you guys want to pay attention even closer, Group G is where you're going to need to focus on in regards to who takes it down for this year's club championships at Esports World Cup. However, switching gears a little bit, going into Group B, it's Riddles going up against Momochi. This is a matchup that we feel has been brewing up in a lot of the people's minds as of day number 1. We're like, man, how does Riddles contest against someone like Momochi with a character like Ed?
Yeah, exactly right. And man, that Zeta division, they are rolling deep here in the crowd. So Momochi feeling kind of a home court advantage here considering how many people are there to support him. Now, on the other hand, Riddles, as we've talked about, right? Riddles is one of our favorite stories coming into this event. Recently free agented, came out on his own dime to get into the LCQ, made it all the way into the main event here. Had a, honestly, phenomenal showing up against Meta RD. If you just check the box score, seeing the 3-0, that doesn't tell the whole tape. I think that was probably the closest Riddles has ever gotten to defeating Meta. Every single game went to the wire. It was a great performance. So now he's going to have a chance to carry that momentum. Hopefully he feels good about that performance regardless of the loss. I think he even tweeted about how he still feels good about his play. So because of that, Momochi, I think, is going to have his hands full. The problem for Riddles is that Momochi has some of the best Terry practice in the business, right? He has Lashar in Japan/Korea. He's got Kincho, who is also here, who is one of the top-rated Terrys online. So he's going to be prepared. But if he's going to be prepared for Riddles' brand of Terry is what we're going to see.
You weren't kidding when it came to the numbers game. We were kind of like, I'm going to rehash this number a little bit. Riddles versus Menardi, despite it being 0-3, he went down swinging. Yeah. It was absolutely close. It was 1-2 all the way through. In contrast, Momochi versus Kawano, Momochi was only able to snag one round against Kawano's Akuma. Yeah, I was actually speaking in rounds, not in games. My mistake. Sorry, just to kind of reiterate that. But yeah, only a single round was taken from the side of Momochi against Kawano, whereas Riddles took a round off of Meta every single game of that set.
I think they're still in it. They
tells you anything in regards to statistics, I honestly think Riddles should be feeling rather confident going into. However, with a guy like Momochi, he's not going to take getting swung on too lightly.
Yeah.
Especially with Ed. I think personally, he's totally ready with the training partners that he's had. He's totally going to be ready for what comes his way. It really depends on how the player playstyle, as Rinch has talked about, how that's going to affect this particular match.
This is just another group.
Oh man, here we go. Momochi and Riddles again. This is go on to face Kawano. So we're gonna see if Momochi can earn his run back, or if Riddles gonna get his first chance at Kawano in the tournament so far. Oh, and again there, just beautifully spaced with that light kick, knowing when Momochi was gonna press his button and just beating him to the punch. And now Riddles again gonna get the knockdown here, just establish the corner pressure. Quick tech from Momochi. He's gonna get some breathing room into that crouch heavy kick, of course. The distance on that is potent, bruh.
Oh, checking the spacing immediately. Baiting Momochi into trying to walk. That low medium kick is the big party starter, and immediately getting another throw bait after the standing heavy punch. Actually connected. Are you okay? Oh. Buster Wolf.
Not in this round, he's not. Momochi already going down one. Like we talked about Riddles, he got to carry that over that momentum. I know he's feeling good. And again, already looking to establish nice and early. Just the pressure, and actually snipes the raw flicker. It's like that, Riddles.
Giving Momochi quite the conundrum. How do I figure out this matchup? How do I figure out this playstyle? Riddles really living up to the name. Burn Knuckle to keep him in check. You're not allowed to leave for free.
Oh my goodness, bro. And the quick burn on the OD at the end as well. Leaving Momochi a little bit of a sus space, right? He didn't want to immediately press back. And yeah, despite Momochi having a lot of matchup experience in this one, it feels like he's a bit uncomfortable with the way Riddles is playing and the ranges that he's trying to stand at.
Oh, and again, so difficult to react to. Hence Momochi getting cooked by the burn knuckle again as the opener. I'm loving this right now from Riddles. I want to see what happens now with Momochi, knowing full well that Riddles is willing to let that neutral killer rock.
That's the thing, right? Yeah, almost acts as a jump scare on the ground game, that bird knuckle. But this time, Momochi with a clean whip punish to start it off. It takes the empty jump and throws him back into the corner. Very smart. Trying to make something out with the kill rush right there. Maybe the DI that we saw before, but instead, Riddles gets the big stand heavy kick. Power slam as well. Oh, and then again, a snipe in the feet as Momochi trying to walk back. That crouch medium kick got great range on it from Terry.
Oh, damn. Crouch shoot immediately eliminating the potential flicker. Okay, we do get a pretty big change-up now with that back throw. Not for long. Riddles with immediate jumps 2 times over to reset the spacing. Now in control. Immediate check against the potential block string with OD rising tackle.
Oh, and the blitzing committed to it. Riddles trying to take his turn a little bit too early. Momochi closes it out. I do love the double jump from Riddles, though, because he did get thrown back after the empty jump previously. So he's adjusting to Momochi's decisions quite quickly.
Superman punch now standing fierce right to the grill. A lot more of a patient approach coming in from Momochi. I lied to you. I lied to you all. Immediate drive rush afterwards. Excuse me.
He's trying to pick his spots right. He's not trying to be too timid because I think that's what lost him game 1. So now he's got some intel together here. Didn't quite get the dream the way he started it, but he's finishing it nice and clean anyway.
Yeah, because he was mid-screen, he's not going to have a lot of mileage to get that damage either way. So he dumped out the damage. He front-loaded it immediately with the uppercut. And boy, is he reaping up the rewards off of that. Good decision-making, knowing full well where his position was on the screen to get that damage out from level 2.
Yeah, that's the thing with Momochi, right? It's not only that he's so consistent with the dream combos, but he's so aware of where he's at on the screen that sometimes he'll bypass that just to get the maximum damage from where he's at, right? Great call, Vicious.
All tied up, one apiece. In quick fashion, too, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, both of these matches, these first 2 matches have been very explosive. It really felt like Momochi just gathered intel in that first game, came out and exploded here in game 2. Oh, that was the plus frame bird knuckle too. You saw the screen shake. Momochi showing no fear though.
Yeah, Riddle's trying to delay his own momentum with that normal. Catching the counter hit against him though, with Momochi striking with the lighter one, standing medium punch punish counter, not really leading out so much just yet though. Riddles, he's the one at a current deficit with a drive gauge. Doesn't matter if you have a bird knuckle, right?
Yes, indeed. Again, yeah, he's been willing to let that rock, right? Catching Momochi on the forward approach a lot of the time because obviously Ed wants to get into that range, right? I think that's why the fireballs are coming out more and more to show that he's not willing to just go in, and a beautiful perfect parry on the quick burn.
Something you have to have in your back pocket at all times. If someone tries to end that string into a quick burn, that's an easy time to get yourself that perfect parry. You get that forward throw, setting up the spark, power wave and rebuttal from Riddles.
And again, right there, yeah, Momochi, I think he was below 3 bars when that same medium kick connected. That's what put him over 3 bars, so he didn't want to commit to the drive rush cancel outright.
Not going to be able to block for long. That burnout is coming.
All right, yeah, I mean, Terry's got great bully game in the burnout, but he's so low on life that he can't be too aggressive. And then Momochi gets a proper reversal super. It's going to be all over, but instead, Riddles does put it all on the line. Gets the DI as he gets close enough to connect, and he will be able to dump the resources. Only needs 1 bar, maybe needs 2. He's not high enough to get the second buster.
Momochi has to sit still. He can't get caught walking backwards. Hence why the overhead comes in clutch for Riddles.
Great call, Vicious, right? He didn't want to get sniped with that crouch medium kick. It's so potent for Terry. What a recognition from Riddles to go with the overhead instead. And now Momochi gonna stabilize a little bit here in this next round. Spinning the level 3 nice and early because he knows ideally he goes to a next round. So we gotta build as much meter back for that as possible.
Man, very explosive start from Momochi. He gets to hang back and kind of dictate the pace also with some of the strings that he could throw with the flicker. The immediate check. Momochi's trying to delay normals and now delaying throws. This is gonna be huge coming into it. The damage is there. The drive gauge is depreciating. Now Riddles, how do you potentially close this game out?
I love this, right? We gotta see if Riddles is gonna be willing to go for the burnout, right? How is Momochi gonna thwart this? Is he gonna do EX? No, instead, he goes for the drive reversal and Riddles baits it out perfectly. He's gonna get the kill off of it and go up 2-1.
Insane.
Damn, they said he had Lashar to play. He had this person to play.
Absolutely ridiculous. These guys are
but he ain't had Riddles to play.
Godlike. Yeah, so
he ain't gonna figure
Riddles,
this
right?
riddle out.
It's really the same option a lot of the time. We've seen that so much this tournament, where the opponent is about to get burned out, so they just commit to the drive reversal, knowing that the opponent is gonna put a block string on them to get there. That time instead, Riddles pumped the brakes early, and man, what a way to do it. Now Momochi though, showing the perfect parry and getting him knocked down in the corner. That's what we talked about before, right? Whenever he jumps out of the corner, Momochi is looking to throw him back in.
Something to note going forward. Riddles now on the offensive end. We get the forward throw, dash up on in there. What's the defense like from Momochi? It's just 2+. That strike throw mix is just so potent. You know what? Get it out of my face. I got an OD uppercut for you.
Instead, this time Momochi representing the OD, right? Something that he hasn't done much up until this point. Wow, the DI from Riddles. Maybe trying to snipe another flicker that we saw like from earlier.
Level 1, yeah, has to come out. It is just enough towards the end of it. As dry as they were, that single hit confirmed coming in from Momochi was everything for that round.
Very nice, man. Momochi, how quick he recognizes which routing to go into. I mean, the fact that he's so good at that is, I think, is what makes him so good on Ed. It's very much a demand for the character to play at high level.
Bro, I wonder how hard it is to actually confirm that target combo from the low medium, because that looks rather fast.
Yeah, 100%, man. Oh, straight up, and yes, that's the round wave, right? That's the heavy version. That does act as a strike when it's perfect parry. That's why you saw the slowdown.
That's pretty godlike too. Being able to practice against that consistently against someone like Lashar or someone like Kinsho as well, you know for sure he's well versed in it. But now let's talk about this pressure. Momochi trying to create some space away from the corner as much as possible. Damn, punish counter as well. The dream is alive, and now a nightmare for Riddles. If this doesn't kill, he's got to be in burnout afterwards. It does kill.
I love that, right? Momochi is going for a very stable, consistent route right there. He knew he had the other meter in his back pocket that he could close it out with, and just like that, the Zeta Division crowd very pleased in the building here as we go to a Game 5.
We were not kidding when we talk about Zeta Division rolling in deep. There was like 5 to 6 rows full of people, full of supporters, even before we got started here today, but damn.
Yeah, you heard Vicious right. It wasn't 5 to 6 people. It was 5 to 6 full rows of people. Like, it is a big contingent of Zeta Division fans.
Oh, good call out against the Superman punch. That forward Fierce getting stuffed out by the rising tackle. Back-to-back Fierce is just draining the drive gauge against Mochi. Hence why he's taking full screen up back against Riddles, but now finds himself into the corner. These conversions have been so significant for Riddles in terms of control. Again, rising tackle. He's so ready to risk it all. And I like this too. We got level 2 on deck just in case. You already know it.
The power geyser was there. That had to be like the last active frame of medium punch that caught Momochi, man. Holy smokes.
Immediate spark. Checking the approach from Riddles, now spending a little bit of gauge of his own. Momochi letting the fireballs do the talking, but Terry being able to suppress that, he's not going to be fearing it too much. He's going to slowly walk up into his space if Momochi lets him, and that's exactly what happens once he senses Riddles is trying to walk out of here.
Oh yeah, and Riddles holster in the reversal this time, right? He doesn't want to be too predictable with it. Momochi catches the jump with a backdash, you ain't going nowhere, and he's keeping that meter in his back pocket, right? He knows he's got another round to go to take the set.
Hitting him with the bone saw. I've got you for 3 minutes in this corner. Into another round. This is looking too close. Final round between the two.
Now Riddles, it's his turn. He might get the chance to say, you ain't going nowhere.
Possibly, man. Someone's got to get paid.
Oh, wakes up with it, but it's baited out. This is huge for Riddles. Not only is he going to get massive damage, he actually might kill. Okay, no, he didn't want to go into it. He didn't have the extra meter for the triple geyser. My mistake.
Oh. Forcing you to drive reversal. A couple of hits on the speed bag, aka the dome of Terry. Drive rush, Superman punch. Couple of lights again, followed by the flicker. How do you keep the control against Riddles? And a very, very brave walk-up throw gets tagged.
Hey, Momochi.
What a snipe from Momochi as well, using the flicker to completely delete the power away. Oh, he didn't confirm that. Tries to get the dash under. He catches him low. Is he going to get built to the level 1? He does, and that's just enough. Momochi clutches it out to survive. Oh, man. What a showing from Momochi right there.
I can't even tell you how much that could have swung in Riddle's favor. Like, of course, he didn't get the third bar for the power geyser extension, but I think spending any of it for the knockdown and for the damage, I think that would have changed the course of history.
Yeah, it was one of those things, right, where like we were talking about how Momochi's routing recognition is part of what makes him so good on Ed. You need that same expert level routing recognition for Terry because he has that triple geyser extension where it takes 3 bars plus drive meter, right? But then if you burn yourself out to get to those 3 bars, you can't do that anymore. You have to go into a level 3 routing. And it felt like he just kind of got caught in the lights deciding what to do with the amount of resources he's had. And unfortunately, because of that, yeah, as Vicious said, I think some damage that could have been big slipped through. And you see he dies with the CA on deck. That is painful, man.
Such a heartbreaker. Either way you spin it, honestly, because of how close that match was, I think no matter who had lost, would have been so tough to really understand and digest because these guys were swinging and these guys were making so many great adaptations throughout the course of that match. It was rather impressive. Like the entirety of Group A, insanely good.
Yeah.
Group B, especially right now, the way it starts, still keeping it up.
Oh man, and then Riddles again came out here on his own dime, made it through to the LCQ to the main event, only to watch himself get crushed. Oh,
it's a cold man. Did you see not a single flinch?
Yeah.
When the key broke, he's like, ah,
that's
I
right.
see. Just another day, huh?
And that was a special key one too. We got a little piece that shot towards the camera. That was an especially violent key crush right there. But right now, the man who's been waiting in the wings, right? The man who defeated Momochi yesterday, where Momochi only took 1 round off of him, Kawano, is gonna stand in the way of Momochi advancing to stage 2.
This is going to be a banger, guaranteed. If Kawano can keep up exactly what he did to take down Momochi in the first place, he's big chilling. But let's be realists here. Momochi, he's been in the lab. He knows exactly what needs to be done going in from a heavy loss. And we've seen that too, going in from Blink Respawn over to Evo. He had substantially better results. Well, I guess I think it was a much grander stage. Let's be real frank about that with a world scale like Evo. But honestly, his adaptation levels are insanely high. I think we kind of praise him as having some of like the best changes towards game strategies, both on the fly and also during downtime, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's going to have an opportunity to do so, right? He knew that Kawano was waiting in the wings. He knew if he got past Riddles, it was going to be time to fight the man that took him down. Like you see, last time they met 3-0. Total whip punishes, though, did go to Momochi's favor, but those shimmies, man, when they land, it is such a high damage reward. And the misty eye reactions, is that some Uncle Views?
That's age dependent. I want to say it's not necessarily based on the gameplay. I will definitely call that out now. A little bit of a side note, that is definitely age dependent.
Oh, man. That is a good one here as we are all getting ready for this match to decide who's going to get into stage 2. You can see different representatives of the fandom here, the Zeta division showing out to support Momochi, but you already know Kawano and that Good 8 squad got plenty of support as well, especially in that fresh denim jacket, man. I really love the fact that that's kind of their esports jersey, the denim jacket. I think that's such a cool remix.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned that a few times over on a couple of stages. Good 8 squad definitely be coming out with some really nice, just in general, like uniforms and clothing lines. I've got to talk to those guys. Either way, we digress. Momochi versus Kawano. This is the run back. Only one gets to qualify into the next stage.
Indeed, man. And like you said, Momochi, he's too legendary of a player, I think, to go out. Oh my goodness, he said, you gonna try that DI stuff again? Nah, I'm wide awake here. I already know what the game plan says.
I lied to you all. Momochi's actually Benjamin Button.
Aging gracefully, getting younger as he gets older, and then baits him into the second one to show him that he's ready again. What a message sent in round 1.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's Kawano's fault.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Honestly, a lot of folks, when they see the spark and they're expecting the fireball, they would DI.
Yes, indeed. Momochi, though, he's setting him up for exactly that, right? He wants to bait him into it. What a read on Kawano, honestly, to start this game. That's got to send shivers down your spine if you're Kawano.
I mean, Akuma has no spine, though. This man is pure evil, so we'll see whether the player is affected or not. The overhead does come in clutch, though. Really early, that's actually evil.
Yeah, indeed, right? Already looking to establish that. Get Momochi antsy on the defense from get-go.
Oh.
Try to walk under, but that light kick, great button press from Kawano to pick across a button.
Oh. And the walk back too, that walk speed coming into play as Akuma, really helping him avoid that potential throw and that potential disaster, honestly, from losing his turns. Damn, but what an expensive round.
It sounded like Ed said commit when he throw it, which was hilarious. Now that's what he actually said, but man, he did commit to that one and it paid for it dearly. Kawano emptied the resources. He doesn't want to give Momochi another chance because look how deadly Momochi's playing.
I can't believe he sniped out a standing light kick. Kawano is definitely known for throwing that out in neutral a bunch of times over, not just to measure, but also potentially whiff punish something in case you had missed. Because again, those recovery normals, the recovery on those normals, rather quick, right? But even quicker than that, Momochi's game #1 W against Kawano with this level 3 closeout.
Yeah, to your point, you're not punishing a light on reaction, right? It's pretty much a timing that you commit to. And that's just a testament to how Momochi went about that last round. He was able to call out the timing of Kawano at the beginning. He called out the Kawano timing at the end as well. But right now, Kawano's doing the one calling out that reversal ODDP.
Brother, that was only 2 bars of drive gauge from that OD in that combo. And we're already looking at near death with 80 seconds on the clock. Hit him again.
Yeah, the 5-throw Luke Kawano. He's like, yo, I did it at Capcom Cup. You don't think I'll do it at EWC? You already know.
Dude, it doesn't matter where you're from. Anybody could catch the smoke for Kawano.
And there's the light kick you're talking about, right? Definitely one of the big tools in Kawano's arsenal to establish the control style that he likes to play.
And not doing it as much now. A little bit more precaution going into this round against Momochi. Doesn't want to be caught with his own timing.
Exactly right. We already seen Momochi hard call out some of the timings, but instead, Kawano reacting to the drive rush, shutting that down quickly.
Beautifully done. And the buffer tool behind it, crouching medium punch, that's an excellent counterpoke tool. Again, wait a minute! Standing light kick gets blown up to smithereens!
Momochi with the headshots right over the stand light kick, man.
Ooh. That was raw.
It was. Kawano trying to escape via jumper backdash, got called out. DP to grant some relief for now. Oh, he tried, right? And it was after the perfect parry. That was such a big brain, chance for Kawano, but Momochi was just so disciplined. Eye from him again in reaction to the fireball. Are you kidding me?
Kawano tried to do it to him in the first game. He's just repaying the favor. He was in debt. One explosive fierce could spell it all for Momochi while he's locked in with 3. However, this corner push could also spell so much danger for Ed because of his lack of defense.
Indeed, man. Yeah, that's why Momochi, I think he committed to that driver's cancel to just put it back to mid-screen at the very least, in addition to the pressure to grants, of course.
Oh. That is huge. Did he delay it enough? Do we get a single bounce? We don't, but it's totally fine, and what a big recovery from Momochi.
Exactly, and we talked about his routing expertise. He still knows how he's going to pick it up, even with the double bounce. Takes Kawano to the other side of the wall. Light kick, no commitment. He was below that 3-bar threshold. He didn't want to burn himself out.
But the walk back gets clipped from Kawano. Momochi was trying to bait out something way more dangerous than that, but low medium kick is just enough. Wall and burnout. Kawano's got to space himself out with these fireballs to recover some of that drive gauge. Demon Raid a little bit too shallow. Momochi on the howl now.
Indeed, right? He knows. Oh my goodness, just jumps the flicker instead, and Kawano ties up the set. I was gonna say, you know, Momochi was still in Predator mode because he had the level 2, right? He definitely knew while Kawano was burnt out, it was a big opportunity to get up 2-0 in a lead, but what a clutch, composed way to respond.
Man, how many lights does he get to string up that close? I forget. It's so much, man.
Yeah.
And it's such a good pressure point, too, because you can't walk away from it even after 2 standing light punches.
That's why Momochi was looking for exactly to kind of open him up via that way, right? Especially with the burnout, you get a little bit more advantage off the line. But instead, Kawano, some big jumps are coming in, and he's being rewarded heavily for them.
Give me a throw. Knocking on the doors instead. Back to it, a couple of lights, just peppering on in there. Getting a little bit of seasoning on that Ed.
Ooh, let's see, is it gonna be too spicy for him or not?
That boy needs some sun.
Yeah, most definitely does. He come down to Riyadh, he'll get plenty of it. Ooh, right there though, the punish counter.
Dash up on in there with a kill. Kill rush, excuse me. Oh my god!
Yeah, for
I
real.
thought he was gonna swing! I thought Momochi was gonna counter.
Agreed. Thought he was gonna try for a check. Who knows how that would have played out, honestly, with the forward fears from Kawano.
That speed, that distance, he would have got smacked. Oh, speaking of getting smacked! No Demon Raid here. We got the live Demon Hunter instead. Uh-oh. We're gonna drain the bank account. Yeah, we forced it. Yeah, went into foreclosure.
Exactly, bro. It's up for auction now. My meter. Somebody buy it back from me, please. Right now, oh, he actually gets the forward fierce and the stand fierce afterwards. Catches Kawano trying to wake up with a button. Momochi here back in the lead, just barely.
Honestly, I think OD Blitz to follow up would have been so much chip damage too, or even Flicker, right, to keep him closer in position. It would have been lights out regardless. And speaking of lights out, we got the level 1 immediately against Kawano, just below 50. Jesus! Excuse me?
That's what he tried earlier, right? Momochi, he knows he's good at perfect parrying the projectiles, so he does the adamant flame to then check the check attempt from Momochi.
That is beautiful. That's a good call, Ringe.
Man, oh man, Kawano right now starting to cook. He's definitely feeling it after finding that hit. That's what he wanted previously. Gets up in there with the throw. He's gonna do it again. Oh my goodness, it would have worked.
Okay, not quite the uncheck. I mean, even if he didn't have enough life to save himself regardless, committing to that normal.
What a different set this has been. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna let you do a fireball string on me. But yeah, this has been such a different game, different set from yesterday, right? It's been neck and neck all the way through so far. Oh, and then baits out the ODDP after the drive rush cancel pressure. Big from Momochi. He's got level 2 on deck now as well after the completed combo.
Jeez. Not really much to get it done off of that punish counter standing light. A little bit too far. There was an attempt to nullify the DI. There was a crouching jab there. He could have gone into super. Still stuck in DI. Oh, sorry, still stuck in burnout.
Indeed, and now Kawano's got his full drive meter back. Only getting the back throw. Oh my goodness, but he went after him with the low on the drive rush, and he's gonna complete it with a level 3 afterwards. It was an expensive gambit, right? That raw drive rush, low into drive rush cancel, costs you 4 bars, so build back into the green, fam.
Oh my god, the chop taking down the ankles, breaking the shin on the way over at the same time. How did that even clip?
Yeah, for real. It looked like Momochi probably tried to press that potent jump medium punch or jump medium kick.
Right.
I imagine that was the case. I wonder if it would have whiffed if he didn't press anything, though.
I'm thinking the exact same thing, and quite honestly, I don't even want to know.
Yeah,
I really don't.
We found out the different timelines yesterday with the Punk and Shanghai match. We can not look into those different timelines for this one, please.
This is all the one that matters, really. This is so important. Kawano being up a single game against Momochi, now in control. Calling out the OD upper. Looking at that perfect. Can he repeat the results against Momochi that he had yesterday with a victory? He's getting close to it. The adamant bait out. You saw the check against the drive rush from Momochi. Now a lot more susceptible. The backdash actually gets clipped. You saw it from Kawano trying to back away.
Yeah, interesting, the backdash decision at that point. rather than just a down back. And now his parry actually gets thrown. He's very long drive kick. And Momochi once again ready with the DI counter. You are not going to bully him today with that. Well, even willing to spin the level 2 here. He's got a lot of respect for Kawano's offense. Trying to put him away. Looking for the, yes, indeed, the chip out at the end right there. He went with the safe jump right in case Kawano woke up with something he was going to be able to block it, and then went into the chip sequence. Very well managed from Momochi.
Building himself a little bit of meter, a significant amount of meter at that, going into this final round potentially against him. We'll see, Kawano, how does he dump out the meter? How does he force an error from Momochi? Does he rely on his reactions? Does he rely on his misspacing? It's going to be the misspacing.
And of course, the light kick, he just barely beat him to the button with that one. Momochi's trying to wake up with something and get thrown for it. Oh my goodness, both players not committing to anything. Just trying to bait something out from the other side.
And surprisingly enough, it's not like a meaty light, right? To kind of bait out the OD uppercut. It's just Kawano giving him massive respect.
That's a great point, right? You can get that light timing in because the DP on the end is slow enough. Usually you recover before getting hit by it. But yeah, Kawano doesn't even want to take that risk. Trying to play other mind games. And then again, representing the OD reversal. Oh my, he put himself in burnout to try to get that one strike throw away. And yeah, because of the burnout, he's not going to be punished on the OD blitz.
He's still alive, and he gets clipped overhead standing.
I don't know what happened, Momochi. You can see the disappointment on his face on that one. If he got caught moving forward or jumping at that exact moment, whatever it may have been, Kawano, very thankful that's what he went with, and he closed it out.
There's no way he got caught. You know what it is, honestly? Two things. Either he tried to like jump and it caught the pre-jump frame, or he tried to move forward in preparation for a whiff punish because he thought he was out of range.
Yeah, exactly, man. That was, especially I like the fact that you bring up the fact that he kind of probably reacted to the overhead to the point where he was like, okay, it's gonna whiff, so I'm gonna move forward to get close enough for a whiff punish, right? That's one of those double-edged swords of having a move that's a bit longer startup. Sometimes the players' reactions are so good, and that was Momochi's tale in this set, right? We see him respond with every single DI was countered. His reactions were very on point in this set, so that actually might have came back to bite him in the very end.
That is actually insane to see, man. I wonder if that was actually the case. Somebody give me the replay upload on that, please. Give me the number.
Oh, man.
I definitely want to check that out thoroughly.
I think you're right. Like, as seeing it right there in the replay again, I think you're exactly right. It felt like he got tagged at the very end of the move. So to me, it felt like Momochi that had registered that it was going to whiff. And yeah, man.
The reaction afterwards.
I think you're right, dude. Like, I think 100% you got it on the head where he reacted to that overhead. He thought it was going to whiff. And that moment, that first frame where he moved forward, he moved into that last active frame hitbox of the overhead. Heartbreaking way for Momochi to lose. Just like watching his key get crushed is another heartbreaker for all the Zeta fans out there. Oh.
Kawano. I want nothing to do with this. It wasn't my fault. He did it to himself. I want nothing to do with it, man. This is my favorite part. Like, not because the keys are getting crushed, but the reactions of the players.
That was
Group B, definitely living up to the precedent set from Group A. This is going to be so fun to watch moving forward into the playoffs. I guarantee it. But that pretty much concludes Group B in our time here. Man, you guys don't want to miss the rest of this. I guarantee it, man. Esports World Cup coming right back at you with more Street Fighter 6 right after this.
Wow, Sony sold Evo. All right. These are the homies. They cool, but I feel like playing, man, right now. I want to practice some stuff. First, Fatal Fury is certain things I want to practice, like mechanically in the game, so I'm going to load that up. I do want to play some Tekken today. Transition though. Yes, and Steve Fox will be playing gladly.
City of the Wolves. Training. SPG! Did? Oh yeah! SPG! 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 SPG!
You think he's better than Hokutomaru? I'm not arguing with you, though. Say why. But why? What's the reason? Yeah, I love his teleport. No, it's not over. I just feel like playing it. I was tired of watching the matches. So you have seen what I have seen with final Andy. Cause dude, he could just start doing this shit, going crazy. Also, some loud shit. Oki's been godlike. Trying to make sure I'm doing the right, like, bruise versus guard cancel. Oh yeah, she be doing this.
SPG! 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 SPG!
Yeah, I'm about to. I was playing Rogue Yoshi yesterday, and I mean, like, the sets were good, but he was exposing me, man, with guard cancel. So yeah, gotta get better versus that shit. All right, so this is what it is. So you basically just do forward, and then you press down back. But I'll show you. All right, let me. Yeah. All right. Let me go back to practice mode.
Training.
So this doing it. All right, say you're Terry, right? So, how to do just defend guard cancel into DP. So let's see. Let's report him doing something.
SPG! SPG!
All right, I'm doing this wrong.
SPG! SPG!
Dang.
SPG!
All right, here we go.
SPG. 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 SPG.
I'm doing it in this. I might as well learn how to do it here. That's what I want to do. And what you do is you press forward and then you press down back right before when you're supposed to block, and then you input it. So then you're not doing back and then forward, down, forward. You already inputted the forward, and the down back that you're inputting, or the back that you're inputting, is the just defend. So then the next thing you do is you just press forward.
SPG. 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 SPG.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous, right? I'm doing DP break, by the way. Dude, Turo. Yes, Fatal Fury is a good game to get into. This is one of the best fighting games out, like that has released in the last 20 years. I'm not even joking. If you like the Road Mark of the Wolves, it's basically the same game, but they add like some new stuff, and of course like fresh coat of paint. But it's got a good roster. The population online is pretty healthy. You can find matches whenever in casual or ranked. People be running lobbies. There's great tournaments going on all week, every week. And then there's the SNK World Championships. They got online qualifiers for that. And then they got the SK World Championships in person too, where they doing that DreamHack. And that is part of Esports World Cup. Is at all the majors. They had like 1,500 people at Evo. So it's nice, man. The game's pretty global. Like Mexico plays it, Korea plays it, China plays it, Japan plays it, Brazil plays it, of course America plays it. I know Pakistan plays it.
SPG. 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 SPG.
Yeah, he's already in the game.
SPG. 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 SPG.
I was showing Terry Bogard how to do the just defend guard cancel Dragon Punch command. Basically, this is how you do it. You have to, while you're already blocking, input forward and then down back, right? Because you're already like, okay, look, here's the idea. I'm already locked in guard stun when he does his first initial punch. So while I'm in guard stun, at the end of the guard stun, when he does the jab to follow up because he's basically following up his frame advantage. I just defend the jab, but I'm inputting the Dragon Punch after a just defend so I can get a guard cancel without having to do like the whole input of the Dragon Punch, and I only need to do like the end of it and then press the button, and then I can interrupt his pressure. That's what I'm doing. So look, I messed up. There it is. Yeah, that is a successful just defend guard cancel Dragon Punch first. Yeah, the trick is doing it. You have to cancel after the just defend. So it's like if you play Mortal Kombat, it's the same as doing like a flawless block reversal in Mortal Kombat 11.
SPG.
Terry's one of my mains. I've been playing a lot of Andy lately. I'm about to see if I can get some casuals in real quick. But I wanted to practice that. I'm gonna do it with Marco too. Let me show you. So like Marco in this game is pretty potent when it comes to like his knockdown stuff. Like once he gets a knockdown, he can go for overhead low and just loop the situation, does a lot of damage. But so he can get that off the Dragon Punch break too. So check this out. Oh. Man. There we go. See, look, he's like, yeah. Mix, and you just gotta hold that. SPG. 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 It's messed up when he knocks you down. He can go for a bait. Because this looks like the overhead. See? So he does that. You're like, oh, let me do a DP. And he's like, psych. And you just die. And then you can do this. Like, I know how to play this game. Am I playing? Will I be joining Mike's stream to play Shin Blade in Tekken 8? I didn't even know what's going on. But yeah, we got the DP breakdown. I haven't played Guilty Gear in a minute, but when I did play that game, I played the What time is 8 p.m. UK time? The trash bag on his head, I know what you're talking about. Faust is his name. Oh man, I feel like now that I can do this, I'm like way more dangerous. And you know what the issue was for me? It was the command. Yeah, it's 11:40 for me. You played at Evo. So you was there and I was there. I think I'm gonna get on Tekken. Because I meant to get on yesterday, but I just couldn't. I want to try some stuff. I'll be right back. No, I'm Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we were watching EWC earlier.
Casual match.
Alright, I need to see what this feels like. All I want to do is land guard cancel DP in a match.
SPG.
Oh, okay.
Challenger.
Yeah, I think I should be on.
Hokutomaru.
We're taking a break, but I'll try to pop in.
Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round two. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
I didn't get to practice with Arcane. Damn.
最近風邪はひいていないか
Damn, he good.
きちんと食事はしているか
SPG. new challenger. Andy versus Andy. Round one. Get ready. Fight. Round two. Get ready. Fight. Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wait. Round two. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round one. Get ready. Fight. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SG. Wait. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SG. Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPC. Wait. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPC. Round 1. Get
That's the one
ready.
we did. One guard cancel. Yay. Mission accomplished.
Wait.
I lost a round, but I did the guard cancel.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. Round 1. Get ready. Fight. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. KO. Andy wins.
Timing on the dark hand looks weird because you have to do forward and down back at the right
Get
time.
ready. Fight. SPG. Wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight. Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wins.
この勝負互いにいい経験になったと思う。 次また戦える時を楽しみにさせてくれ。
That feels good. Anybody in chat want to play? I'm just trying to land yard cancel, honestly.
Casual match.
I guess not.
SPG.
I need to land that more.
SPG. 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 Here comes a new challenger. Ronaldo versus Andy. Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Overheat. Andy wins. Round two. Get ready. Fight. Perfect game. Andy wins. Round one. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Get ready. Fight. Ronaldo, wait.
怪我があるのか。失礼。仕事柄相手の動きを見てしまうんだ。手加減はしてないから安心してくれ。
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. SPG.
よし。
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Wait.
忍者顔負けの体感ですね。あなたなら忍術をすぐに体得できますよ。
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Ronaldo wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Round 1. Get ready. Fight. Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Yeah, I saw. Watch us still have to play on PlayStation 5. We'll see how that changes things up because the next Evo is going to be on in June.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
What's going on with you, DSF?
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
No, part 2. Man. Ooh, that was quick.
Ronaldo wins. Final round. Get ready. Fight.
No. I could do so much. Any advice on how to become a pro console player? I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're on console or PC. You just got to be good. So, I mean, I don't know what game you're playing, so you got to figure out what game you want to play. And then figure out who the best players are currently in that game. If it's nobody, then you become the best player. Depends on the game, man.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. Perfect day. Andy wins.
忍者顔負けの体感ですね。あなたなら忍術をすぐに体得できますよ。
Don says, what games you play in?
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG. Andy wins. Round 2. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
You can tell me all!
KO. Andy wins.
忍者顔負けの体感ですね。あなたなら
Alright, so we learn how to guard cancel DP to where it's well the what is it, the shortcut, I guess? Yeah. This game feels really fun now. Time for some Taken 8. DFF. How you gonna drop the knowledge and not say nothing else? It's like, oh yeah, Sony got rid of Evo. Peace. You see what my name says? Real Tekken. They don't say fake Tekken. Lee Chao Lang.
Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle.
What? Is rank first to 3 now?
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. You win.
I'm up for a rematch anytime.
Is there another set? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's version 2. Man, back 1+2 is the shit, man.
For the next battle.
You go in the heat and it's over with. It's like, all right, I hope you're blocking.
Get ready for the next battle.
Hey, Steve, you know you can kick in fights, right? I could beat you with one.
Round 1.
What's up, Swamp?
Fight. Round 2. Fight.
Now this is what I call fun. That's a knockout.
See if I have enough meter to abuse this heat move.
Round 3. Fight.
Is he just going for low parries? Huh, you thought she was cute?
Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
That's a knockout. Good night.
You win.
I'm up for a rematch anytime.
What's up, Dracula?
I could beat you with one hand, old man.
They call Law old man.
Fight.
What? Auto parry shit, man, is annoying. Yeah, I swear Law's annoying as hell.
Round 2. Fight.
Dude, this character is so fucking fast.
You lose. Do you want to learn martial arts? Get ready for the next battle.
All just throwing out fucking big ass launchers from this range. Lows, overheads, and mids. Oh, that's the combo. What? Okay, maybe that's not it. Okay. You know, he kept getting grabbed. I should have kept grabbing him.
Get ready for the next battle. That wall of muscle can't stop me. Round one. Come on. Fight.
Dude, look at Steve,
Get
man.
ready for the next battle.
Dude, that move is really good. This shit, no. When it's in heat, too good. Man, I miss when Sparking Zero was fun and everybody was playing it. They kind of killed my hype for it. Not kind of, they did. They killed my hype for it. Fuck it, all the way.
Get ready for the next battle.
Jin Kazama. Jin Kazama versus Dean Earwicker. I mean, Steve Fox. Oh, you thought you could tell me though. It's up to. What's up? Steve Box. Dang, we don't break one throws. Dang, we don't break one throws. That's right. Give me that rank. Give me that rank. You ain't no real Tekken King. You don't break one throws. Who are these people in Tekken rank? Like, they ain't ready for real Tekken. Do we got anybody in chat that want to play? Or no? Or I'm about to get off for a bit. And then get on Street Fighter after I come back. Yeah, when I get back on, I'm going to kick. So I'll just be on there. So I'll see you guys in like an hour or something.